And
we're on. We've been on. There's no way to smooth transition that.
all right. It's like when you're running a session and you're like, there's going to be some combat starting now. No. Hey, good evening, everyone tonight. Welcome to our game. If you missed last week, the party slaughtered 26 gnolls and gnoll friends. They were bad guys, though. They were going to try to eat them. And we join everyone back mid-combat here at this session. Now, I did not ask anyone to give a recap for this one. Would anyone like to volunteer?
We killed a lot of gnolls.
There's something crawling up from the bottom.
Pretty sure that was it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
When last we
how
left
about...
our heroes, they were out saving the world from Tiamat. We, on the other hand, were in a cave full of gnolls. It was terrible.
It smells
We killed
so
a bunch
bad.
of gnolls, and it was wonderful. We did such a good job.
It smells so bad in that cave.
It really does.
Rhaegar's only feedback would be.
Sorry, there we go. That's better.
Rhaegar's feedback would be, maybe we should have listened to the little dragon man and not come in this cave after all.
I'm pretty sure I said that too.
I'm sorry. I forgot you said it as well, Metal Man.
Why? We would have missed all the fun.
That is a good point, friend Elf. It had been a while since I had bloodied my blade.
Like what, 3 hours?
Fair point.
Oh gosh. All right. How about I don't know. How about something different? How about a recap from this NPC that's over there? Anyone
Oh,
wanna hear
nice.
from the NPC.
Yeah, do it.
I'd love to hear
Okay.
from his point of view, yeah.
Okay. So, Daddy's in a meeting, please. Go. Daddy's in a meeting.
I'm an old
Okay, we'll go around. Go around. I love you. That was not the NPC I spoke of.
Sure.
You should let her do it.
Didn't she read?
Yeah. Let's see. What was his accent? Oh, it was the same as the other ones that do. All right. Standing over inside of a cage, on the opposite side of the chasm for most of the party, is the short-statured figure of an armored Duergar male. He's been helping you guys a little bit through the fight, poking at the gnolls running by his cage.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Hasn't had a whole lot of impact, but he's been stuck inside of a 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot cage. He's 4 feet tall. It's not really that much bigger than he is. So what did he see last session? Good evening. I am Merrick the Sullen. I am here in Cage now. Before I was in Cage, I left where I was, and I came out to be on my own for reasons. And walking through the tundra from the mountain, I come across Noel, and I say, I'm strong. I want to be a big adventurer. So I fight Noel, and Noel fight unfairly, so many, all at once. So I institute tactical retreat. And when run from Noel, I mean when back away from Noel while swinging, I fall into cave and land inside cage. I have no more javelin to give. I've been in cage now for 2 days. Each day like the other. Cold. No come around. I think they wait for me to die starvation or get weak, then kill me and eat me. That is okay. I cut off one arm, and I have been eating that for 2 days now. Today has been different day. Today has been different day. A plucky group of adventurers seem have invaded Knoll Chasm. One up there, little mage boy, throwing balls of fire. Thought he would cook me, but no, he did not. He's good boy, good mage boy. This plucky group adventurers kind of make me rethink choices in life, on choice of life path. They killed 26 Knoll today. Most of battle over very fast. Remaining Knoll are fleeing, but Cuddles is coming upside of Chasm. We'll see what happens with Cuddles, and then maybe just maybe they'll let me out of cage.
Very good.
He
You've got an
cut,
excellent accent.
he cut off his own arm and is eating that? Is that what I heard? Or cut off
Mhm.
somebody else's?
His Knoll
Cut
arm.
off-
His Knoll arm.
Oh, no arm. Okay, all right.
He's
Oh, I
on
thought he
cook-
cut his
he's
own
raw.
arm off too.
Raw Knoll arm.
That's still terrible, but not as terrible as I thought it was.
Sure, that's healthy.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and step off with the top of the initiative order. We have the carrion crawler, who was about 80 feet down. Come on.
Are you sure? I kind of got the impression he was coming up using whiskey math.
I think
He
he was
was using-
closer.
There was some whiskey involved in last game session, but we're going to go with he's about 90 feet down. So he's going to dash.
It was one of those scenes, in the movie where like you look at it and it's like running up, and then you pan away, and then you go back to it, and it's still the same distance, and it's running up.
He had to climb 180 feet. And you guys killed all the gnolls so fast. So he's 30 feet down. Trafalgar, back to you.
Okay.
You have
can
3
we
gnolls
see him
fleeing down the bar.
yet?
You cannot see him from where you are.
Okay. Has anyone spotted and pointed him out that he's coming up the wall? Has anyone seen him?
You guys that were in direct combat with Chiska, which is the big guy, you would have seen him lean over and give a short, piercing whistle, summon this thing. And you could lean over and take a look. You would have seen it. You would know that there's something coming. Who would know? Probably Rhaegar, Timmy,
Not me.
and also Larry. But Trafalgar, you do see those other 3 gnolls on the opposite side of the chasm.
I will. I'm gonna have the cannon take a shot at one of them.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 14 to hit. We'll say
14.
the guy right across from Cuddles.
14 does not hit.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll throw a firebolt at him.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
That is a 18 to hit. with
18
firebolt.
hits.
Alrighty. And that is 2d10 plus 1d8. Points of fire damage to the fleeing gnoll.
You fire off this firebolt. It slams into the back of this thing, flames flickering. It doesn't drop, but you see it twitches in pain.
Okay.
Next up, Timmy.
And I'm gonna move to like here.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this spot right here is not somewhere that we can stand.
No,
It's like
would.
precarious if you try to get out there.
Yeah. In fact, this is the first time anyone has stepped out here. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Nope, I didn't mean to do that. That's not my roll. I rolled it physically and got a 16.
16. 16
I was
passes.
trying to.
You're on the edge, but chunks of ice and snow fell off, but you managed to hang back.
Okay.
You do not fall.
I was
Timmy,
trying-
you're up.
I had a plus sign on my dex, and I couldn't figure out what it was. It's
Okay.
shield master.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So Cuddles has now emerged, right?
He's about 30 feet down.
30 feet down. All right. Well, Timmy's still. Is Timmy still under the effect from last?
Yeah, that's ongoing. And it also makes you unwilling to get rid of that.
And, yes. Okay. Timmy's Timmy's gonna just run over here, and he's just gonna start making a bunch of cuss words at Cuddles.
All right.
Oh, question. From where Trafalgar is, am I still not able to see over the edge, I'm assuming, because there's too much cliff there?
Yeah, so it's about 15 feet down, and then there's the cliff, and then this thing's
Okay.
30 feet down. So it's
Okay.
a large creature, but it's still too big. It's not quite
Gotcha.
close
Oh.
enough. You'll be able to see it next round.
Also, Timmy's just gonna prepare the special javelin ready to go.
Okay. Get ready in action. Sweet. Yeah. All right, Larry, you're up.
Am I now? All right. So, 15, 20. So, all right. The gnolls that are retreating, they're like one level down from where I am now, right?
Yeah. So the two that are closest to you are 60 feet down. The one that's closest to Cuddles is 30 feet down.
Oh, 60 feet down. That's a long way down.
Yeah. They're pretty far down. They're also 40 feet. It's 100 feet down to this ledge down here, the first one, and then the very bottom is 200 feet.
Okay, all right. That's further than I thought. I'm probably not gonna leap off the edge there at that guy then. Okay.
What do you mean you're not
good.
going to leap off the edge?
Do
Well, I mean,
it.
If it was like
Cliff near it.
No balls.
if it was like 30 feet, that's one thing. So what you're saying is it's 60 feet from the ledge I'm on to the ledge below.
From the ledge you're on to the ledge below is 100 feet.
Okay, what?
Even better.
Yeah, so this ledge,
Oh,
100
so
feet
that
down,
so that
and then
guy's
200 feet down.
so that guy's not all the way down then. He's like on
Right,
the wall.
He's climbing. Yeah, he's climbing down.
Oh, that's interesting.
They are
So,
fleeing. Yeah.
so yeah, so for me to make that leap, it would be like I would move 10 feet, I guess, and then it'd be a 5, 10, like 15, 20 or foot so leap across and a 60-foot down. I'm sure I could make that, but I'm not sure.
You could certainly make that. I won't even make you roll for making the jump.
Well, you'd roll for a lot of other things though once I got there. Yeah, 60 feet's more than I was thinking, and okay, so he's not all the way on the ledge, so I'm not digging all that.
Give me an insight check while you're checking these guys out.
Sure. I'll do that. Ooh, that's a 21.
21. These gnolls are clearly fleeing. You can surmise that there's likely to be tunnels down near the base of this chasm that may offer some sort of shelter or perhaps ingress to some other kind of caves.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right, so let's see. The other guy's kind of far away. Dudes in the cage. They're all the way down there. I'm not gonna. Yeah. No. All right. I am then going to. I guess I'll move back in the general vicinity of Cuddles just in case I'm useful. So we'll say like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 35 gets me there. There's nowhere to hide around here. So I guess I don't want to get.
Well, all the bad guys, they're kind of like, you've got a line of sight, potential line of sight barrier with the edge right there. If you want to go prone, I'll let you make a hide check.
Oh, well, I was thinking more along the lines of Cuddles. They're on their way out. I don't want to hide from them. I'd feel silly hiding from people that are running from me.
Yeah, you can attempt stealth. That's fine.
Nah, I'm going to use my bonus action to move a little bit more. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just going to get there. Actually, that's my bonus action, right? So you know what? I am going to. I can get in that same spot with. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get all the way. Oops. I'm gonna get all the way to where Timmy is, just so I can get his back, and then I too will hold my action to smite him with some sort of melee cantrip when
You
I'm
can hold an
range.
option. What for?
Okay. Jackal.
Yes.
You've got some spell slots used up. I guess you've been queuing everybody, healing folks a little bit here and there. You've got a spiritual weapon there floating, but it's not close enough to be able to do anything to this carrion crawler just yet.
Okay.
How far down is the carrying crawler from the rest of the party?
About 30 feet down.
I think that's how far you can move one of those, or is it 20? I forget.
It's 20.
Okay.
If only it was 30. The Battle Royale would have gone a little bit differently.
Let me check this out real quick. Alright, can I see everyone in our group?
For where you are, so where you are right now, you are
You see
inside
me.
of a cave. You can see Ubis right next to you. So you are inside of a cave. You're about 15 feet below the surface right now. There is a drop off right here that goes down about another 5 feet to this ledge here. You are below the surface right now. Valen and Trafalgar are up on top of the surface looking into the chasm. Larry, Tinny, Rhaegar, they are down here on this ledge. So you can see Ubis right now, but you can't see... Maybe you could probably see Larry. Larry and Ubis.
I'm trying to see if I have any area healing actions, but I don't think I do. I think it's all either people within sight or a specific person.
I mean, you have mass healing word, but that's...
Yeah, I have to see them.
Yeah. You could always healing word one person and then ready an action to do a cantrip or something like that when that thing pops up. That might be a good way to...
We do all know that it's coming, so...
Yeah. Yeah, there's no meta in that. You guys know this thing's coming.
So, you want heals?
Sure.
Like, I imagine
Right.
the situation being like in Lord of the Rings when the entire party is stuck in the mines of Moria, and the goblins are crowding in, and then next thing you know, they all are like, "Ugh," and they all start running because the Belrock is coming to burn everything. And this is the Belrock.
Brings a bug.
But mucuser. More mucusy.
Yeah.
Ew. Alright, so I'll go ahead and cast Healing Word at second level spell slot.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you'll get 2d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
What's
No.
yours?
Yours.
Oh, my spellcasting ability modifier. Which is what? Is it just the modifier for wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah, to roll 2d4 and add as your wisdom modifier.
I think it's plus
Got
5.
it, got it.
It's probably is.
Yeah, that's right, because that boon.
So 19.
Whoa. Damn.
It's finally
Awesome.
getting to be something interesting.
You know, it's
Awesome.
because you guys do that, stuff like that, that I cannot kill Ubis.
I'm killing you, but you're trying to kill him for Christ's sakes.
Kill anyone else.
Oh, really? Well, you know what? I think DM rolls with advantage for the round. No, I'm joking.
He can do that whenever he wants. I'm not gonna be there.
God.
He's like, he can roll whatever he wants. He's still not gonna kill me.
I'm not gonna be there either, so it's all right.
All right, so you want to ready in action to do something?
Yes, please.
All right, sweet. All
And
right,
you can
so
still
just keep
move
track of
too.
that. You can move, yeah.
So I haven't updated my browser. It's not showing me the map. So I'm just
go
kind of
ahead
going
and,
off of what you guys say that I can see and do.
All right. Well, you're not in a bad spot. You could move a little bit. You can move like 10, 15 feet and be close enough to be able to see a lot more people.
All right, can you move me there?
Yeah. All right there.
Cool.
All right, cool. It might be helpful, Christy, if you hit reload on if you move the above ETT tab out from any of your other tabs that you have open, out from the window you have open, and just hit reload, refresh on just that one. Rhaegar, you're up. Rhaegar?
Oh, hold on, sorry.
Could be having
You're mute, Rhaegar.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I had the baby.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it just takes me a second to switch off mute. So Rhaegar sees the carrion crawler coming up out of the chasm. Is he within attack distance yet?
30 feet.
It's 30 feet away.
Okay. So would I still be in a rage from the previous game or no?
Yeah, so you've been attacking, you've been taking damage, you're still raging.
Alright, so Rhaegar, in his continuing rage, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my swords in the snow beside me, if you'll allow me to do that as like a quick interaction with my weapon.
Okay, yeah, you can drop a weapon.
To be able to draw 2 javelins from my back.
Okay.
And then I want to move to the edge of the chasm and look down at the carrion crawler, and you just see me lift the javelins over my head and aim them steady. I look back at Timmy and I say, "Watch this, Dragon Man!" Ah! And I'm gonna chuck the 2 javelins down. Just broke the labia.
Honestly, I thought he was gonna go full Drax and like dive off the thing.
I did too. I thought he was gonna jump off it too.
Oh, you scared the baby.
Alright, so let me go ahead and make those 2 attacks real quick.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your damage too.
And I'm gonna reckless attack on it.
Alright.
First one's a 27.
That super hits. That's a crit. That hits. Crit hits.
Wow.
And the second one's a 17.
17 hits. Roll damage, sir.
Alright, so the first damage was crit damage. So that's gonna be 17 with the rage damage applied.
That's right, minus 17. Okay.
And then
The second one?
second attack without the critical is 9 with the rage damage applied.
Sweet.
And
it's still alive.
since he is the first enemy I've attacked in this round, the other features of my Path of Ancestral Guardians apply to it now.
Okay, so it gets disadvantage attacking anyone else but you.
Yes, and then there's Spirit Shield as well.
Alright, sweet. And that's where you can give somebody else resistance.
Yeah, if I'm raging, it can take within 30 feet of me. Reduces the damage by 2d6.
Alright, sweet.
Mhm.
Valen, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to cast a Chromatic Orb down at the carrion crawler.
A little bit too out of line of sight for you right there.
Really? Alright, whatever.
Yeah, he did the same thing to me. He said it won't be in view until next round, so.
Whatever.
You could ready an action.
I'll ready the action.
Okay.
Like,
Do you want to bring up your owl?
No.
You want to send Shiva down to investigate?
That's
Hold
hurtful.
on. Let me.
Yeah, you sounded a little too eager about that, DM.
Let me see. 'Cause I think it actually costs an action to bring it back in, to bring Shiva back in.
That is so
Yeah, it's
hurtful.
an action.
Yeah.
It's an action.
I'm here to play ball. Put me in, coach.
Keep a beating.
All right.
Actually, hold
so
on. Here we go. Let me ask you this question. Is it's gonna be within 60 feet, correct?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to ready Mind Sliver.
Okay. All right, sweet. So
Yeah.
it'll get attacked by that, and if it hits, it'll have a D4 to the next saving throw it makes.
Yep. Minus. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Into my turn.
Ubis, you're up.
All right, I'm going to 1, 2. Let's see, 5,
Are you
10,
gonna Drax it?
No. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I'm going to run over here, which is 60 feet. So that's my movement and an action. And on the way out, I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Timmy.
Nice.
Sweet.
That's a D4.
D6, I believe. Hold on,
Nice.
let me check. I think it's a D6. Yeah, D6.
Awesome.
What's the inspiration? Is it just like Ubis running by going, "Good luck, sucker"?
I just go, you got this. You got this, bro. There's a big something coming, I think.
Good luck with that bug.
Yeah.
All right. So next up are the fleeing gnolls. They're going to continue fleeing. What did we say? They said this one was 30 feet down. This one's now 60 feet down. No, I'm sorry, 90 feet down. These two were 60 feet. Now they're 120 feet. They've overtaken the second ledge down there. Next one around is our friendly little NPC here. Hang on 1 second. Let me hit reload on the all above ETT page.
Don't do it because it screws mine up too.
I had to.
The cat just lured me away to steal my chair. I fell for it.
Whoa. My map just went dark.
I know, he just
Yeah, it'll come
screwed
back.
all of us.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
Glad yours came
Yeah, I
back.
had a
Glad
tool
yours
that was
came back
stuck.
so quick.
All right, so over here to
There
our
it is.
friendly NPC. You hear him call out, "The one they call Coddles is over there. He's calling up the side. The other ones, they're gone for now, but they'll probably be back after nightfall. And there's more outside of the cave somewhere. They left earlier today." I got nothing I can use. So he doesn't have any ranged attacks or anything like that. Back up to the top of the initiative order. It's Carrion Crawler's turn. So here's the fun part where you guys absolutely fucking annihilate this thing. So it's going to move its movement, which is 30 feet, straight up the side of the wall. It pops over the edge of the thing of the ledge itself. So, in initiative order, which I've got to take up right here. Trafalgar, did you ready in action? No.
I did
That's right,
not
you did.
because I used both my actions last turn.
That's right. Timmy, you readied in action. Go ahead and make your attack.
Uh, 22.
22 super hits. Roll some damage, sir.
Oh, that is a 9. 9 points of damage.
Sweet. Yeah,
And
so you hit it. First
do
attack.
I get my second round or?
Yeah, you get your second. Well, no, you only get one attack with a prepared action. That's right.
What? You get your whole action.
No, with
with the prepared attack, you only get one attack.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I'm gonna double check that.
I'm gonna
Somebody
really
look that up
accelerate
for me.
a second. Yeah.
Somebody check that for me. Larry, did you prepare an action?
I did.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and rules door it now.
Okay, so here comes the thunder with the booming blade. That's an 18 to hit.
That does hit, yes.
Cool.
Tammy, you can also use that bardic inspiration towards damage too. I think if you really wanted, but you might.
Oh.
Very unhappy.
She mad.
Regretting that war cry now.
She
Okay.
mad, bro.
So that is 10, 26, 31 points of damage plus 3 points of cold.
This thing blows into fucking pieces, showering you, Rhaegar, and
Jeez.
Timmy with mucusy, wet,
Ugh.
watery
I didn't have to do the thing I was
chunks
planning on doing.
of giant bug.
Ugh.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. It smells really, really great. This thing's completely destroyed.
Wait, how many hit points does this thing have?
It only had 21 left. This was supposed to be backup for the last and the last. You killed 26 gnolls.
I mean, if it got up on the ledge and it came to my turn, I was going to do the telekinetic push. To shove it 5 feet off the edge and make it fall. So.
Yeah. No, you completely kill it. And the other gnolls are still fleeing.
So I guess as it comes up, Timmy takes the first shot, distracts it, and then Larry goes in again with a dagger. A dagger and a cantrip. Just like it just does the thing where like he flips it around so it's kind of the underhand grip, and then just like sticks it in the top of the head, and then the psychic damage kicks in because of the dagger, and then the thunder damage just goes, and there's like that momentary sort of like pause, and then the head just like explodes and everything goes everywhere. That's unfortunate.
Oh god. All right. So yeah, there's still some guys fleeing.
So as Timmy watches all this and is still kind of jacked up from whatnot, he's gonna repeat out, "Gnolls, come out and play."
Hell yeah.
Are the gnolls like? I mean, do we even see them anymore? Or are they gone?
So the one that was
probably the only one that could see him.
Yeah. So the farthest. So Rhaegar can see him. Timmy, you're looking over.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be able to see them. Ubis could be able to see them. I mean, they're pretty far down, but it's not like it's nighttime or something right now. I mean, it's twilight.
Do any of us have a good view of them right now?
Trafalgar, you could still see the one that's directly north.
Okay.
But we're still in initiative, so let's go ahead and what did I do with my initiative order? Because when I reloaded the page, it
I know.
keep it.
My commander's dead.
Trafalgar, you're up.
We'll take a shot with the cannon at the first guy.
Okay.
I mean, he's dead. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna roll damage. Pretty sure
You don't even need to roll damage. No, he's dead. His body falls through the air, and there's a big, loud splat as it hits
and don't come back.
All right, so that's 27.
Anybody else I can see?
If you,
I mean, because that guy, I would say the ones off to the, that are a little farther down, just because of where they are on the other side.
So it's like the chasm's like 30 feet wide here at the first level. You're 15 feet up from there, 15 feet over, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Let me think about that. Triangle there for a second. So 55 feet over and 120 feet down. Twice as far down as it is up, and you've got that there. Give me a perception check. 15 or higher, you can see this one that's farthest away, closest to Ubis.
That is perception 23.
23. Okay, yeah. You see this one over here. You can make an attack on that one.
Firebolt at that guy then.
Firebolt.
19.
Hits.
19 points of fire damage.
How do you want this one to go?
Just go up in flames and just immolate immediately.
Okay, let me go ahead and
like someone poured gasoline on it and set it on fire.
Ooh, does he shed some light on what's at the bottom of this crevasse when he hits the bottom?
He absolutely does.
It's like a little
he's like a little shooting star.
Yeah, it'll flare, drop down.
Hold on, let me turn on the candle. There's the candle setting. Yeah. He falls down into the base. If anyone would like to look at the bottom of this crevasse, they can soon. All right, that was Trafalgar's turn. Timmy, you're up. The nasty, pulpy remains of this thing are all over you. Give me a luck check.
So a straight D20?
Straight D20, yeah.
Are we checking to see if anybody gets paralyzed by the shrapnel? Is that what we're doing right now?
Hey, you don't know.
Is this like aliens, like acid blood type of stuff? Like, do I need to take my armor off before it burns through my skin?
No. Why would you even give me that idea?
This is just where you pick.
18.
18? All right. Some of this thing's goo got it in your mouth, but it tastes like pineapple. Surprisingly, it's not. Doesn't seem to be harmful at all.
It's like chilled pineapple too, I bet.
Oh yeah, like pineapple jelly, pineapple mint jelly. Larry, you're up. There's one guy that hasn't been killed.
He's so far away.
He's 120 feet down. I mean, you could take shots at him though.
Well, I mean, I've got the shield, so it would take like a whole turn just to get the bow out.
Yeah, you could drop the shield and the dagger.
Oh, that's true. What the hell? All right, yeah. So it's a free action to drop them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Putting it back on as an action.
No,
the shield back on as an action.
Yeah, actually, doffing or donning the shield is an action.
Yeah, well, I like to just say you could just drop it.
Really?
You know?
Okay, if you'll let me just drop it. All right, cool.
We want to kill this last guy, right? You don't want him to get away and kill all of his null buddies.
All right, cool. Then I will drop the weapons. I will take out.
Give me a luck check since you dropped the weapon so close to the edge.
I knew you were going to do that. I was waiting for that. You sounded way too eager for him to just drop his stuff.
Yeah, sure, you want to drop it? Go right ahead. You can drop it. I'll let you do that as a free action.
It's a 5. It's a 5.
I was
God.
kidding. I was kidding.
Okay,
You're
right.
not. You're not like on the edge.
Kind of like that one game where CBH Gamer redeemed Drop It, and I almost lost my heroic Sword of Crom.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Okay, cool. All right, so then I'm going to use my bonus action for that careful aim bullshit then.
Yeah.
And I don't have any missile weapon cantrips at this point. This is I'm just attacking. When's the last time I did that? That is a oh, actually, I think I have. This is a +1 bow, so I think I got. I've got
It's a +1 bow.
+9 to hit, so that is a 22.
22 hits. Roll some damage.
Let's see, and this was a short bow. So it's not too much. It's 9 + 6 is 15.
15 damage. That hurts it. You hear the startled yelp echoing up from down there.
So he drops his stuff. He whips out the bow, launches an arrow, and as it's flying, he yells out, "Hey, where are you going? You want to be friends?" And then as he pauses for just a second, he takes an arrow in the shoulder.
Yeah, it's still echoing. Friends.
Friends.
Yeah, smacks into him. Echoing up the chasm. Jackal, you're up.
Now can I see everybody?
You could, if you take another step to the east there, I'd say you'd be able to see everybody. Yeah.
So take a jump to the left.
Put your hands on your hips.
There you go. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
does it move like this? I don't even know.
You do
All
not
right.
know the time warp, Jason?
When I
don't
dip,
know.
you dip.
I
We
don't
dip.
know.
So I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word and target everyone who needs heals.
All right, sweet.
So
Roll
that's
your heals.
up to 6 creatures.
You can get everybody.
Good.
I'm good. No need.
I love it when Jackal hits
Actually,
me right in the feels. Heals.
Ubis is too far away, anyways.
Yeah.
So it's 8.
Sweet.
8
you
points
guys
of
get
healing.
Healing.
Nice.
All right.
Nothing.
Heck yeah.
All right. Rhaegar, you're up.
So I'm assuming everybody's dead, right?
You've got
No, we're all
there's
alive.
one guy. There's one guy down there.
Purgatory.
That one guy right there.
That one guy.
All right. So
Furry guy.
Rhaegar will take his chance and he'll look at Timmy and say, "These are disposable weapons anyway, are they not?" And I go ahead and try to chuck another javelin off my back at this last gnoll escaping down the cave.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah, man. Give me 1 second.
How many of those you got, by the way?
At this point now I have 1.
Okay,
I think I started the campaign with 10 and I have all but used all of them.
sweet.
All right.
Kudos for keeping track of that.
That's a 21.
Hits.
All right.
I'm gonna try not to talk with food in my mouth. My wife just brought me some kind of dessert. I don't even know what it is.
It's gonna
I don't want
be
you all to be jealous.
9 points of
You're
piercing.
so trusting.
9 points of piercing damage as the javelin gets chucked down the chasm at this escaping gnoll.
Oh, it's looking hurt. It's looking really, really hurt. You have 1 left. You can take another attack.
I actually had 3 left. Looking at my character sheet. Sure, I'll go ahead and hum another one. That'll put me at 2 total. And
Step 1, take away all their javelins.
What do you mean? The barbarian can't have ranged attacks? Alright. It's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And it's gonna
Why you need to
be
start getting spells?
12 points of piercing damage with the second javelin.
How do you want to do this?
So Rhaegar chucks the first one, turns around in a cocky manner, looking right at Timmy, assuming that he is, dispatched of his target, and he hears the gnoll still tumbling and yelping, and turns around without even barely looking, aims his arm forward Olympic style, and traces the line straight dead into the chest of the gnoll. Then I look back at Timmy and I say, "Well, sometimes even barbarians need one extra shot."
And I'm just gonna reply back and be like, "Cool guys don't look back."
Oh, it's messed up.
Damn.
Rhaegar just goes, and I'll use my movement to go back over here, and I'm going to stand where I dropped my weapons to be ready to pick them up at the next turn.
Sweet. Yeah, you guys have killed all the bad guys. You're out of initiative order.
So if we're out of initiative, Rhaegar would pick up his swords.
All right, Rhaegar picks them up. Let's see. Ubis, where you headed to?
I was gonna make my way on my next turn. I was gonna make my way right here, but now that I guess I can go like right here in front of him.
All right, so you're gonna go talk to the to that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Valen, what you doing?
I think Valen would probably start to. I mean, we can see over like on the sides right over here, right? Or is that actually under snow?
It's like a passageway, like a tunnel kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I'll come down into like the crevasse.
Okay. Do you climb down or just hop down?
I'm gonna go down like through like the around the bow.
Okay, cool.
And then down through the cave.
Okay. You daintily walk through the empty turnstile lines at the bank to the teller station. I'm not taunting you, but I'm taunting you. No. All right. So you're gonna go down there. What you guys doing?
I'm gonna to sling the bow back over my shoulder and pick up my stuff that didn't fall over the cliff, and mosey. I'm going to mosey over to join Ubis in talking to what's his name. Drop off.
All right. Anyone else gonna mosey over there? You just got there first, regardless.
Yeah. I figure he will have probably begun the conversation, or she will have begun the conversation before I get there, so...
Okay.
Rhaegar,
get there at some
I
point.
will make my way over as well, because if he's locked in, I might be able to get him out.
Rhaegar would look at Timmy and say, "Shall we take the road less traveled?"
Yes, I said 35 seconds.
And I'd start walking around this part of the cave mouth.
Okay.
I would
Alright,
like to go up to the edge of the crevasse and see what's inside.
I will follow.
Because you said we could, so I want to see.
All right, Valen, what you up to? Or Valen, or Valen.
He might be talking to his woman.
You jump down there.
We're calling him Valen again?
We're gonna put Valen by Jackal.
I'd go around to where like the caged person would be.
Okay.
Yeah, as we're all kind of scooching around and everything, and we've got the flaming knoll at the bottom, is there anything interesting down there?
Well, so before Rhaegar makes it to gather up with the rest of the party at the caged Duergar, can I roll stealth and sneak up to this edge and look around the corner?
Do you have dark vision?
I do not, but I have the moon touched.
Oh, that's true.
And you have my goggles too.
That's right. The goggles of light or whatever the hell it is.
That's right. Yeah. So you've got dark vision. All right. So who are we gonna do first here? Let's see here. Let's do a roll off to see who gets to figure stuff out first. Ubis, you roll for interrogating the guy. Jackal, you roll for taking a look down there, and then also some special fun flavor that's aimed right at you. And then Timmy, you roll for Rhaegar and Timmy. Sneak up on the cave.
What am I rolling? Just a
regular D20.
Would it be possible, since I was going up there, to help Ubis in this endeavor with any kind of like help action and or guidance?
I was just gonna talk to the guy. I'm not trying to like interrogate him. I was just gonna talk to him.
Okay.
And you wanted us to roll a flat D20?
Just a flat D20.
All right, I got a 16.
16. Okay.
I just want to talk to the guy.
All right, so we're gonna go Rhaegar and Timmy. We're gonna go Jackal, and then we're gonna go talk to the guy. Okay. Rhaegar, you lean around the corner.
And I'm gonna roll stealth real quick if that's cool with you.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
All right, give me 1 second. Not very good. That's gonna be an 11. Shit.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
All right, give me 1 second here. Investigation is how do I know a 3?
Timmy, give me an investigation check.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I look around the corner and I'm like, there doesn't seem to be anything here. What do you see?
Rhaegar sees nothing.
What do you see, Timmy?
Rhaegar spotted what is clearly a sphincter in that one square.
I was actually just up for that Discord or whatever.
The hillsides of my people call it a snow butthole.
Timmy got a 2.
2. All right, so Timmy and Rhaegar, you guys enter into this relatively small cave. The air actually feels kind of nice in here. There's a little small dug stone hearth with a little pile of banked embers, producing quite a bit of heat, but very little to no smoke. The floors pretty much covered in what looks like dirty clothes and cast off pieces of hide. You do see a spear leaned against one wall, or maybe a walking stick. But it just looks like the floor. This room's full of trash.
Homie.
And there appears to be like a bunch of blood on the walls and stuff. All right. Over to Jackal. Jackal, you find yourself in a very interesting situation here. On the bottom left-hand side of the screen here, we have all of the creatures that have been killed by the party in this combat encounter at this location, where their bodies are recoverable. Where their bodies are not at the bottom of this crevasse with God knows what else down there. I'll even let you say the carrion crawler, since you'll be able to get some stuff out of that too. But looking around, it's going to be quite a bit of work. It's going to take a while to get after these things. If you wanted to try to process anything, you do think that there might be some interesting loot to be gained from going through these dead gnolls. Looking
Go through
over
their pockets and look through loose change.
exactly, and more. Not just their pockets that you can go through.
Ew. Disgusting.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, let's
go
go
ahead
ahead
and
and
give me.
what we can get.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Go ahead and give me a perception check while you're standing there looking over into this pit, though. 22. Sweet. All right, sweet. Standing here on the lip of this this cliff here, you are looking up and about, and you're quite a bit. You're maybe 15 to 20, maybe 30 feet even below the surface, looking down deep into this chasm. It looks like it's about 200 feet deep in total, all the way down. It's shrouded in darkness, way down in there.
There's a little burning body at the bottom.
Yep, and that's giving you some light. You don't know, but the bottom of this whole area, this whole cave, it looks like it's got like a wet sheen to it. And of course, the smell in this chasm is terrible. It's awful.
Is this a monster's mouth?
No.
Is this a rancor pit?
Looking down the sides, looking down the sides of this chasm, you see that the walls are cracked stone, riddled with small caves and depressions, and festooned with sharp rocks. Deeper down, you start counting.
He might have just made somebody's bingo square.
Maybe so. Deeper down, you see the bodies of the multiple gnolls that ended up in this hole. Both ones burnt by fireball fired by Valen, as well as the ones that were just dispatched just now that have fallen down at the bottom. Looking down and counting, you see there's actually more gnolls, dead gnolls at the bottom of this chasm, and also at various stages, impaled by the fang-like rocky protrusions from the walls. And all through the battle, the laughing, cackling of these hyena demons was just ricocheting through this whole chasm. But now it's a measure of quiet. You do hear Rhaegar and Timmy discussing whether or not the rags and stuff in this upper room might be worth anything. Maybe it's toilet.
No more of that hyena laughing stuff.
No more of that hyena laughing, and no more of like the chittering, wet slouching noises of that carrion crawler either.
Is there anything about this pit that would lead me to believe that something else is going on in the pit? I mean, if the walls are humid and it smells really bad, or is it just a pit of bodies?
It's a pit of bodies, and with that 22, you could guess perhaps waste. Looks like they may have been just dumping stuff down into the pit.
Just pooping in there.
Hey, you know.
Yep.
Every home needs a midden hill.
A knoll in the woods, you know. Or is it I don't even know.
A bear in the woods.
A bear in the? Are you sure?
I mean, you're the DM. You tell me.
But Jackal, you look around. It looks like there might be quite the haul of gear from these dead gnolls. I mean, they were outfitted with short swords and bows, and shields, and some armor. It might not be very lucrative, but it could make some money. But go ahead and give me a Arcana check, if you will.
Okay.
You can give me. You can use. You can give that with advantage of your.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
Pop, pop, pop.
All right. Well, that will forever go down as unknown knowledge. Then don't let that be ominous, though. All right. The rest of you guys are over here taking a look at this dapper Duergar in his not so gilded cage. He looks at the four of you as you approach. You first, Ubis. A good fight there. Adventurers are you? I am Merrick. Some people call me the Sullen, but that is not my clan name. It is good to meet you. I am speaking common, yes? You speak common? Of course you speak common. We corresponded earlier. Will you be
what?
willing to let me out of cage? You let me out of cage, I pay you.
Can I just jump in with some passive stuff? I'm not going to be active in all this. I just want to help some things out.
Yeah.
Cool. So whatever Ubis is about to do, you start to sort of like you get like these weird little like dim sort of glinting lights kind of floating around you, and you feel this like sort of soothing harmonic that just like helps you kind of focus there. So I'm going to give you guidance for whatever it is you're about to do. I look across and see what Jackal's doing, and then just sort of shout out a reminder. It's like, "Hey, Jackal, I see you're over there at the entrance to the cave by yourself. Keep in mind that there's still some folks out there that might be coming home soon. Just something to think about now that you're over there at the entrance by yourself." And then while Ubis is talking, I just want to look very, very closely and examine this dude to see if I see anything in his garb that might indicate any relationship to the other Duergar we encountered before. So
that's a good bit of prep work there. You
yeah,
certainly can.
yeah, so that's all I'm doing while everything else is going on. So I just want to get that out of the way beforehand, so Ubis knows that he's got a D4 that she can
All right,
use.
so Ubis, so he speaks to you when you walk up.
And I just got. How did you say? I heard you yelling about how you somehow stepped in here and got trapped. What were you doing down here?
You heard that? It's been 2 days, so I am a little bit loopy.
It's a little weird.
I left.
It's like we all heard your inner monologue. It was really weird.
Insight check.
I have been monologuing from time to time here now. Go ahead and give me an insight check, yeah. Whoever wants to give one, that's right there.
Sure. 12.
12?
Ooh. I'm not even going to use my... Well, I guess... Do I have to use my guidance?
You don't have to.
I don't think it's going to matter. I won't use it.
I only got a 14.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he seems on the up and up. This guy seems rather friendly.
Hago, you said you're gonna pay us to let you out?
Yes. I ended up in the cage unexpectedly. I was able to keep Noel away from cage. If you heard all that earlier, you know already. I was fighting with Noel and winning, but had to retreat, tactical retreat, not putting up, calling it a day. But there were too many, so and I fell down here, and I landed in cage. Cage fall over, lock. Noel's try get in, but I fight them off. So they wait. They were waiting out for me to weaken. But I am strong. I will be strong adventurer on Surface World.
How much you willing to pay to get out of this thing?
I have for I will I do not have any money. First of all, I have no money. I do have a very valuable magical artifact here. I will pay you if you let me out of cage, and don't hurt me. You seem like good adventurer, not like mean adventurer. Not like my people. But
Yes, most of your kind aren't very nice.
I won't take offense at that. I brought it up first.
I want to see the artifact.
I was simply agreeing with you.
Right.
I want to see it.
Okay. I can show you. You are here to like help people, though. Your group. You're not ones to like try to hurt people or take all things you want. No question ask.
As far as you know.
He's gonna roll an insight check.
Can I roll perception to hear if I pick up on any of this strange conversation that Ubis is having with this Duergar?
Yes, but at disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, in all fairness, we just killed a couple dozen gnolls and didn't ask them any questions. I mean,
Well,
read into that what you will.
Gnolls are
like,
evil by default.
All right, so apparently I'm meant to overhear some of this DM because even with disadvantage, I got a 21.
All right, yeah, you overhear this, but you're not able to act on it yet.
Sure. No, I mean, I was just as I hear Ubis's somewhat playful, somewhat serious interrogation with this Duergar about the item and the cage. I would nudge Timmy as we stand in the open, chasm of this like bloodied cave, and I'd say, "Well, it seems our strange little green friend Gemma is causing trouble already. Should we go check it out?"
The fuck? I'm just asking questions. I'm not even interrogating. Y'all have a weird sense of just talking to the person.
Yes, we shall.
Lead the way, my friend.
Walker will just say, show us the item and we can let you out.
All right, can I finish?
I will. Let me tell you a little bit more. I am not. You may have met other Duergar in the past, where I cannot talk about. So some things I cannot speak from, for reasons I cannot tell. And when he does that, he pinches his ear, and there's a big golden hoop on his ear. I cannot talk about why. I cannot speak of some things, but yes, I will show you. So he reaches into his belt pouch and pulls out a tiny little object. What you have here
did I recognize it?
Give me an Arcana check, and then give me a survival check.
Gonna guidance myself on the Arcana. For a 7, 24.
Some people gave us some bits.
Sweet.
Damn it, there we go.
You
Okay,
got
so that is
around
going to be
my
a.
feelings.
Let's see, it's a 15 plus another 4, so it's a 19 Arcana for me. And then a survival check.
Survival check, yeah.
Survival. 15.
Oh my goodness, Sonata just donated 100 bits.
And that is, that's an 11 for survival.
11's good enough, though. Ubis, Mr. Merrick is holding up what appears to be a tiny silver fish hook that has a little golden feather attached to it. He holds it up, the item, and you see this as well, Falger. Pretty much anybody that's right there can see it, but with the Arcana checks, 15 or higher, you would know, you can see like there's a visual, like a telltale sign, like you guys are, to some level or other, all manipulators of something arcane, something greater than the physical reality. And you can feel like a little bit of a hint of an echo, like this may be a magical item. No shit, maybe a magical item. But he tells you, this is, they call it Hook of Fisher's Delight. What it means is you go fishing with little hook, and there is no water anywhere as long as the water is at least a small pond. You will always be able to potentially find fish to eat or use for fun.
Did you just decide to put this in after
Yes,
the?
yes, he did.
No,
yes,
I did not. And I can prove
100%. I don't care anything about that fish hook, and I walk away because if it's not worth anything to me.
It's a rare magical item. Please don't leave me in cage.
I'm gonna step back at that point and realize that he doesn't have any money and he's just got this stupid fish hook. So I'm gonna walk away.
I'll go start to pick the lock. I'm like, hey man, fly fishing. Yeah, that'd look real good in my hat.
He tells you.
Just looks at the one shout down the cave like, he seems legit, just let him out.
He looks at the group and he goes, so I am Merrick the Sullen. Who are all of you? Who are you, Elfman, letting me out of cage?
Rhaegar would try to look through the crowd and say, "What?
You'll have to show yourself. I cannot see you.
I am not tall enough.
Where are you?
I am here." You see a hand that's in the air. It's right at 6 feet high. So
it's like going around Trafalgar's massive metal body.
Yes.
So I would look back at Timmy and say,
I think we might have found someone even smaller than you, dragon friend.
Smaller than me? I'm swole.
Excuse me. Shorter in stature. As our friend.
When you do make it over there, you do realize that the person that Rhaegar was saying was smaller than you. He's actually about a foot taller than you.
Oh no.
Rude.
All right,
So
Larry.
In answer to your question, my name is Larry, and I'll be securing your freedom today. And I'm gonna be picking the lock, and got a 16 plus 8 is 24 on that lock pick check.
Oh yeah, you totally get that lock open. He steps out of the cage. The cage is 5 feet by 5 foot by 5 foot. Him being 4 feet tall. And he steps out of the cage and goes, it feels so good to be able to stretch, when you're in a small cage like that, it's hard to stretch out.
Well, I mean, the cage was about a foot taller than you were.
Yes, it was too small, is what I'm saying. Oh, here you are. Is fish hook. I had a rod and a reel, but he's gone now. Perhaps no burn for fire. I don't know. But you take this, tie it to a line, and when you throw up, you need a small body water. Any small body water work, you catch fish. It's magic fish. Makes
Like a
magic
bucket?
fish come. No, if you had to quantify, it'd be more like 10-foot square. If you had to quantify it. You go fishing there every hour. Every hour is chance you pull magic fish from hook. You only get one magic fish per day, but each magic fish does different things. Like one time, I pull fish out that I only eat with small fish, but I eat whole fish, and I was full. I did not have to eat for another 24 hours. And then another time, I pull fish out, and fish grow wings, fly around, sing beautiful song.
Oh,
no
Sounds
lie,
like
it's
the
true.
worst magic item ever.
That sounds great.
It's rare. It's rare magic item.
I love everything about this, and while I'm not using it, it'll look fantastic, fantastic in the band of my hat here.
So
I knew I was doing something.
Rhaegar is
Larry,
gonna.
you asked.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Rhaegar, you'd asked. Not Rhaegar. Larry, you'd asked about what this guy looked like.
Yep.
So, from what this guy said, I mean, your passive insight is high enough to like any deception that this guy could possibly do. He's not very charismatic. He seems on the up and up, but his gear, his weapons, and his clothing appear of the same type or the same brand. They shop at the same place. This fellow and the other Duergar that you guys have been running across through Icewind Dale.
Sure. I mean, I imagine that they almost come from the same general Duergar, vicinity, and probably shop at the same Duergar mall. But I'm kind of thinking more along the lines of, does he have anything on him that might indicate any allegiance to Asmodeus or any other fiend?
Good question. Go ahead and give me an investigate check.
Investigate. That's one of my favorite roles. Because it's not... Yeah, it's +2 nowadays. It's a whole +2. Yeah.
So Rhaegar would... Oh, sorry.
And Valen and Rhaegar, and like all of you except for Ubis, who has checked out after finding out it's a fish hook.
That's a solid 6.
Solid 6. Yeah, you don't see anything on him that matches with the other guys.
Cool. I didn't want to either. I like the guy, so
you have a little bit of suspicion. I mean, this is, he said he left where he was. He can't tell you can't tell you much about where he used to be. He's striking out on his own on the surface world, as if that's something different from where he was before.
Well, sure, yeah, of course.
Trafalgar and Valen, you guys. Go ahead and give me investigation checks. Let's see what you guys notice.
So you want me to just roll an investigation?
Investigation, yes, please.
723.
23.
Or would an insight be better for the situation?
Yeah, Valen, you roll an insight. Trafalgar, you know this guy's fucking shoe size.
So investigation, I got an 18, and my insight, I got a 17. So
17. This guy seems on the up and up. It's a little bit shady. There's a little bit shady and bullshit that he won't. That the way that the fella said about not being, about being where who knows where. Also, he seems a little too trusting.
I'm gonna come up to him at some point.
Okay. Trafalgar, with that investigation check, you think back to the Duergar that you had examined previously. And you see that this guy's belt, the buckle on his belt, underneath his cold weather gear, the belt itself appears to be pretty much the exact same belt as one that you have in your bag of holding on a Duergar body right now.
No, we dumped him out, remember?
Oh, that's right. But yeah, you dumped him out. However, where the others' gear had certain insignia or symbols or sort of thing, like some sort of like almost like a designation, like that person belonged to some larger group. You see not those symbols with this gentleman, but rather the absence thereof. And you do also, with that high of investigation check, you do notice that is this very strange gold band on his right ear. And you almost have a feel for it, an echoing feel, that it may be something more to it. Rhaegar, over to you. And Timmy, over to you as well.
So, Rhaegar would immediately be suspicious of this whole conversation and crossing my arms, trying to make my appearance as big and intimidating as I can. I would look at the Duergar man and say,
"The time has come to talk of many things, of snowshoes, sailing ships, knucklehead trout wax, iceberg lettuce, and frost witches. And why the waste is freezing cold, and whether imps have wings."
My friend, imps do have wings.
That is beside the point.
I was just trying to help you.
Did Rhaegar take a level in Bard? Is he going poet on it?
Well, I'm gonna.
I'm just stuck on Valen calling out. Imps do have wings. They have wings, Rhaegar. We talked about this before.
I fought one, my friend. I fought one in the cabin.
What I mean to say is there more to this cave? Or should we take you to the surface and back to 10 towns?
I would like to go to a place called 10 Towns. Do they have, what is it for a place where they mine tin? What is this 10 Town place? Do they make bronze?
They have a tavern.
A tavern. I would like to try this surface world ale.
Would you allow me to make an insight check on his ignorance of the 10 Towns?
Yes.
Do you want to do it before or after I do what I do?
If y'all are going to do that, if that's how it's going to be, let's take a trip over here to Jackal for a moment. Okay, Jackal, you've been kind of cataloging some of the, finally gotten gains. I'll put it that way. Here.
I'm not too interested in looting everybody's sword. More like just looking for anything that sticks out. Anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Give me a history check, though, by the way. I meant to ask you to give me one of those earlier, too.
My son just popped up. I gotta close my camera out real quick.
You don't have to. I mean, you can do it on your end, but you don't have to cover anything up.
Cool.
Yeah.
And hey, I just wanted to say to Lost Limey for the 100 bits. You and Sonata, y'all are just killing it, and we really appreciate you guys donating both 100 bits. Like that's, I mean, you guys deserve bingo boards.
Also, Sonata, just as a point of order, we are giving her the 1,500 bits she accidentally spent on another game. Cheer coins or magic beans. And she wanted to redeem those for Lucky to be used at some point. So if we run into a snafu, somebody's got Lucky.
Sweet.
All
right, so Jackal. So you're looking for stuff that kind of stands out. So, all right, so there's a number of, unbroken but perhaps slightly poor quality weapons and gear that might be useful to trade. there's also a lot of this. What did you get on the history check, by the way? 6. Okay. Can you make that with advantage, please?
AKA, do better.
Do better.
12. Okay.
AKA, get good.
All right. 12. You know that there's a standing. You remember from your time in the 10 towns that there's a standing bounty on some things that are considered menaces to civilization. Gnolls are technically fiends. They are not civilized creatures. They're not capable, at least in the Forgotten Realms, of being so. There is a standing bounty. Well, they eat everything and everyone. Actually, pretty nasty what they get into. This all sounds terrible and problematic. What I'm saying right now, I'm now realizing. We're talking about gnolls. But anyways, there's a standing bounty on gnolls in 10 towns, payable by the speaker of any of the towns.
So
20
do I
gold
harvest
pieces
ears or tongues or?
I didn't go that far with the planning. Whatever makes sense. Whatever makes sense to you.
Well, out west, when they kill coyotes or wolves, they usually turn in an ear, so we'll go for ears.
Okay. So you have 26 gnoll ears that you'll be able to eat very quickly during this conversation. And that is 20 gold pieces apiece, so that's going to be a bounty of 520 gold pieces you can assume that you'll be able to collect in town on the behalf of the party, or just you, if no one notices you over there cutting off ears.
They're used to it by now. Most of them just look away.
Yeah.
I think we would all notice Jackal cutting off ears, but wouldn't really think anything of it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Jackal's butchered so many bodies.
Bone jokes around Jackal because Jackal doesn't find them humorous.
Yeah, you also don't cook for the party either, right? Jackal refuses to cook the meat. All right, no, the carrion crawler, by the way. You heard Timmy talking about that tasting like pineapple, whatever the hell pineapple is.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
You can roll 2d6, and that's how many you can get to that number of pineapple bug rations off of the carrion crawler.
Pineapple bug juice.
You'll be thanking me when I make dinner later.
Yeah.
Look, if your idea of making dinner is marinating the raw meat in pineapple bug juice and still eating it raw,
you got it.
Then Rhaegar may join you, but do not be surprised if the others turn their noses up.
They can cook it when I give it to them. It's their food. They have a right to ruin it.
Nice. All right, so that takes care of that. You didn't have a very high Arcana check earlier, so.
Can I roll again for that?
No, but I will tell you this. You do notice that the fangs on these things look like they're pretty good size. Like, maybe those have some value to them. I mean, you harvested goblin teeth before. I mean, why not?
Sure.
So that's going to be... I'll go ahead and roll this one. That's going to be 18 gnoll fangs. You don't know how much they're worth. They're worth 3 gold pieces apiece, but Jackal doesn't know how much they're worth. I'm only telling you because I don't want to keep track of it. And that's what you know about for right now, and that's going to keep you busy for a little bit.
Sure.
All right. So back around over here, Ubis, you were going to do something.
Yeah, I'm going to. First of all, where's that stupid thing I have where I can cast I can cast some kind of. I can do a unsettling words on the guy. So D6. Do you want me to roll or do you want to roll it?
You go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Checks out. Most of your words are unsettling.
Well, this is gonna be.
That's a fair assessment.
I hope this is good. Oh crap. Okay, well that's a 1. That stinks.
All right, so it's a -1 to what? Ability check, saving throw.
Saving throw, and I'm going to intimidate him. I'm going to grab him by the shirt collar, and I'm going to intimidate him and just go. You better and take my dagger, put it up to his throat, and say, "Tell us why you were down here. You're being cagey. I don't trust you one bit."
Cagey.
All right.
Shoot. Do I use my inspiration?
Yeah, you still got the D4 if you want.
No, I used that already.
Oh, you did?
But I have an inspiration that I haven't used yet. I can't get much worse than that. Let's try it. I was gonna try to do something different, but hey, look at that, same number. So it's a 12.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and roll for him. That's a 4. Okay, yeah. You see him back up, step away from you, or try to rather, with his hands up, like, hold on. I told you already. I told you all the everything. You let me out of the cage. We are friends now. Why are you? Have you? And he's gonna roll an insight check.
Somebody's drinking something.
Yeah.
That's okay. Check right there. And he looks at all of you, looking at him very closely. Trafalgar examining his gear, Larry checking his gear out, and all that as well. And he goes, you have, I am not first Durgar. You have met on surface recently.
That would be correct. We have met a few. And it wasn't good.
He sighs and hangs his head. I cannot tell. I have reason for where I come from. I had to leave. I had enough, and I had to leave. But it follows me everywhere I go, until I can find perhaps a cleric or a priest or someone to help me put that chapter away. So I have to be very careful what I say.
What?
For reasons I cannot explain.
Well, tell you what. Let's try a little test here. Say this: Asmodeus eats Lathander's ass. Can you say that out loud?
Asmodeus eat Lathander's ass. Yes.
That's a good sign.
I agree.
When Larry instructs the Duergar to say that, Rhaegar would look over at Larry and say,
"Do you think it's wise to taunt the false gods? Their fury and wrath can be great, even though they are not the true supreme ruler."
I didn't taunt him. He did. You heard him.
You hear Merrick go, and what more can they do to me? If they catch me, I'm dead anyway. I suppose I can tell you that.
I got you, man. You're cursed, right?
I am I am. He nods his head while saying the words no. He nods his head yes while saying the words no.
Cool. That checks out.
I know I'm not over there, but earlier he was handling his earring pretty heavily when he was saying that he couldn't say anything. So I'm thinking he's bugged.
Bugged.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and back up now that I've threatened him.
Yeah, he seems on the up.
Well, if he's bugged, they just heard him talk bad about
What is this
Asmodeus.
bug? What is this bug you speak of? There's no bug in me, I can tell you that.
Oh,
Unless
no
I
bug.
eat one. What do you mean bug?
I just kind of look at everybody and I go, do you think we might want to have this conversation somewhere else? Rather than where
It's a good idea. There are more gnolls, they come back. They are out hunting now, but they come back when it gets dark.
Yeah, let's maybe get out of here.
Let us leave the cave. Follow me into the waste.
Not to get messy, but Timmy's gonna be like, I'm down 2/3 hit points. I want to go back to the tavern and talk about this.
Hang on just a sec. We got a couple things going on here. First of all, I mean, we could just take a breather here and get some hit points back. That's not
You
a
guys
big
can
deal.
take a short rest. You guys can take a short rest.
Second of all, we've got like all these caves down here where these guys are dwelling. We haven't even gone to look to see what they got stashed away. And we got the other cats showing up. How long is it till sundown?
Well, I do want you to know that we do know they have goat's head.
It is 3 hours to sundown.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. We can take a breather. We can look around this place, see if there's anything stashed down here. We can go find. I don't even know if we've searched the big guy yet. You know, he might have some stuff on him. They're the big dude that we took down as their leader, and down here they were heading towards their bolt holes. You know, we can climb down there and take a look at what's to be found, and we still have time to come up and welcome the rest of them home. They're bolt holes.
Oh, bolt holes. Okay.
What do you think I said?
Buttholes.
Buttholes.
I think it's the buttholes as well, but this is just me. I am only one who thinks this.
I assume that Jackal already searched all their buttholes. I was talking about their buttholes.
Right, so
I've met a good fair number of smugglers in my time, so have to check.
So, just to recap there, he was favoring that ear with the golden band in it quite a bit. Told you he can't tell you where he came from. I mean, you ask him anything you want. What do you want to ask the guy?
Well, I mean, I think we're sort of. I think to Ubis's point, I think any further actual meaningful conversation should probably happen out of his earshot.
Well, send him over to me.
So does anybody else actually have anything else they want to ask him? I don't.
I mean, the only other thing Rhaegar was thinking is that we would need to set up a tent or someplace outside of the cave to camp out for a little bit and get our bearings to decide if we're going to go back to 10 Towns from here.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on that, because if there's still other folks coming back, I mean, I don't think we have time to tent anything. I mean, we can take a breather for an hour and we can search this place, but by the time all that's done, that's probably going to be about sundown, which is probably about the time they're going to come back. So if we want to do that, then we're probably going to want to set that ambush we were talking about earlier that we didn't actually pull the trigger on. We could probably do it this time around.
Good idea.
Okay.
Rhaegar would.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say Rhaegar would look at Trafalgar and say,
"It seems like you are the only one fitting of setting this ambush properly. What if we find a way to rig an entrance to the cave mouth to shut before the gnolls can resurface. That cannon of yours seems pretty handy. Maybe a tripwire on some of the stalagmites and a few strategically placed pitons.
The cannon only lasts for about an hour, so I don't think that will do anything, and I have to be able to see whatever it's shooting at. It's visual targeting.
Yeah, I mean, basically what he's trying to do is put the cannon at the mouth of the cave to shoot it to make the cave collapse so that they can't come out and we'd be up on the surface.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I could certainly do that. Yes, great, let's do it.
Hang on, I think you misunderstand. They're on the surface. They're out.
Yeah, they're coming back.
And they'll be
gotcha.
So
I thought they were all down in the cave.
I would just like I was gonna say I would just like to point out one thing, and that's that our hunting party can't be any larger than the 20-some ones that we just killed.
Right.
We could take.
Oh no, it's small group. That's
kind of why I said we should leave.
I mean, we can do this, or we can just leave and go to the tavern.
But I think this dragon is wise.
But
a tavern seems smart.
If we leave, then we don't have time to search the place. We need to take some time to search the place since we're here. When we come back?
Larry, Rhaegar uncoils like a whole bundle of rope at his feet, and he ties a loop into it, like a mage harness, and he says, "If you're so intent on searching the cave, perhaps you should be the first one lowered down, Larry."
Sure.
Guys, these are gnolls. It's not like a heap of dragon treasure. Like there's a carry-on. Like what is that carry-on I have? Like there's nothing down here. There might be like one golden bullion, whatever. Let's just go to the tavern. We'll get drunk. We'll have fun. And it's cold. It's cold. It's damp outside. Let's just go. Let's get out.
You're getting the DTs, aren't you?
I don't.
Timmy's just done with this place.
Stinking meat does not sound so appealing to me either.
I just want to know what is beyond the doorway here.
Send your bird, Valen.
All right, so let's see. If you guys are trying to head out within, like, say, an hour or so, that's enough time, Jackal, for you to finish harvesting all those bounty materials, and for everyone to take a look in either of these other rooms. So I'll go ahead and reveal all on this stuff right here.
I've been outvoted.
I'm not going in the chasm, so that was never going to happen.
If we got an hour, I mean, I could cast a spell on Larry and have him kind of like go down there and do his thing.
Well, I mean, so there's the short rest. Like, we'd want to do a short rest before we do any spelunking. So if we're going to do that, we can take an hour. Probably during that, we can search around up here. But I think searching down below, that would sort of be an investment of time that would probably, put us towards those guys coming home. So if we want to get out of here before they come back, then we can just like take our short rest, poke around up here, and then get out of here without actually going down to the
I can give you all a D6 during a short rest as well.
All right, sweet. All right, so who wants to take the lead on checking out these rooms?
I'll go.
Who wants to check out this one?
So I'm good at that.
Valen just walks
I'll go there.
When the party starts to split up, Rhaegar would kind of gruffly say,
Me and Timmy didn't find much other than a room battered with blood and a broken spear on the wall.
And I went to Rhaegar. I'm like, "Thank you, yes."
Merrick looks at you guys and he goes, I will go with you. He looks over at Jackal and he goes, I see you perhaps need some help to finish. I will help you.
Hey, is that the D6? Is that something you roll or we roll, Ubis?
No, it's a song arrest.
So
if you take your,
we just roll a D6.
I'm playing. No. I rolled it.
Oh,
you
okay.
Get a 6 plus whatever.
Oh, okay. Additional dice we
dice.
used. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you for the 6 HP.
Jackal, I figured out a way to give you a little bit more. You see the Dwargar fellow comes over and says, where you have the teeth, you harvested the teeth and the ear, look like, for bounty perhaps or something.
I wanted to actually invite him over because in my culture they are very focused on hospitality and providing appropriate hospitality. And so I would like to offer him food and drink to recover from it.
Oh yeah, he accepts. He accepts, absolutely.
I'd like to ask if he cooks his meat. If he needs it cooked, I've got something.
It depends on what meat it is. Some things you must cook to make safe for eating. Most things you do not need to actually cook. You can just eat cold. It's better cold sometime. Most time, actually.
Oh.
And he points down and takes his fingers and swipes it through the congealed pool of Knoll blood.
Ugh.
And he looks and he goes, see this here? This is valuable, perhaps. You can put in vial in. If you eat, it give you resistance to poison damage. If you had to quantify it, he points out he's like demon ichor. You can collect some. It looked like most is freezing like slushy, but over here is still good. Roll. Yeah. How many vials do you have? Do you have any vials?
Let me look.
If you don't, you can.
Timmy hears this and like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I think I have 8 clay pots left.
8 clay pots? Okay. Alright, yeah, so yeah, you're able to fill up 8 clay pots with demon ichor. That will give resistance to poison damage for 1 hour after you consume it. So you're building up quite the arsenal of terribly problematically sourced helpful items. I mean, they're evil, but they are sentient creatures.
That's the jackal's life in a nutshell, right there. So.
Yeah, you see, American goes. You see, there is you have to be very particular with all ingredients in Underdark and in Kingdom.
Hey,
no one take care of you.
Quick question for
Timmy's gonna be like, hey, I heard about this tale called this is like outside minute. Like Timmy's gonna be like, hey, I heard this thing called Black Mass story. You don't really want to drink that blood. Just telling you. Just telling you.
Out of curiosity, Jackal, do you do like carpaccio or anything, or you sort of like chemically cook it, or is even that off limits?
Cooking the meat changes the texture and changes the nutrients, and it is so bad for you. I'm surprised you barbarians do not know.
Merrick shakes his head at the rest of you. You cook your meat? All of it? Even when you don't have to for poison's sake? It's crazy. Surface world, very different. Okay. Alright, they're collecting blood in pots.
So after the short...
Whatever floats your boat.
After the short rest, I actually want to specifically go over and search the room that Rhaegar and Timmy were in earlier, just because they were so insistent that there was nothing there, and Timmy was like, see, this proves my point. I'm still a little disgruntled at having been outvoted, so I want to search that room to see if I can prove him wrong.
All right. So whoever's searching what room, move your token, and we'll get some investigation checks and whatnot. Let's start off with Valen and Trafalgar. Give me investigation checks.
That's plus 7. I'm gonna guide myself. That's 16. 23.
Okay, 23.
I got a 10.
10. Okay.
Did you hear him snicker and like somewhat laugh at my 10? Like, I'm not the only one. Like, I said 10 and he goes, 10?
That was I do not know. Alright, no. 10, middle of the road. What are you doing? No. All right.
Look, I don't have guidance, okay?
This room that you and Trafalgar have entered, Valen, there is a very strong scent of dirty fur that fills this dark 10-foot high cave. The floor is covered in deep ridges, scratched by perhaps hundreds of clawed feet. And there is a banked bed of coals in a small pit there. Here, hang on 1 second.
I'm going to need my mama said.
Uh-huh.
Night.
Yeah. Okay. Night.
Mama said
Timmy, did you roll your health?
I'm sorry, what did you roll?
Did you roll your short rest and get your 6?
Oh, let me do that.
All right, night.
Yeah, just because it still has on there.
Okay. You guys look around. Trafalgar notices the amount of hair that's on the floor of this room. It seems like, and you saw the gnolls, the vast majority of them boiling out of this room like bees from a nest that was disturbed. This appears to be a cave where they were sleeping, perhaps in some kind of giant gnoll pile. Cuddle pile. Yeah. The next room over looks to be a storeroom of some kind. There are rotten crates and torn fabric and burlap sacks strewn about. The ceiling's a little bit shorter here. This appears to be the ill-gotten gains of this group of gnolls. You can safely assume, knowing what you know of gnolls, that the former owners of these goods ended up consumed by the rest of them. But you find nothing of any value in this particular room. Larry, give me an investigation check.
Sure, I can't believe that.
Cool. I'm going to drop my little Zen guidance on that thing. Let's see what I get. Not great. Hey, that's actually good. That's a total of a 21.
All right. At first, what appears to be random spatterings of blood and materials on the walls of this cave. On further investigation, you see that what you thought was spatter is actually very complex and clearly artificially painted pictographs done in an abstract style. Who knew gnolls, their favorite self art, like a spatter blood. But anyways, what you see are pictographs of a towering beastly monster with sharp teeth, wielding what looks like some sort of three-headed flail as it strides across a land. Tiny figures fleeing, packs of hyenas feeding on corpses in its wake. Next to the fire is what appears to be some sort of meal. It is a small cooked green fish. Leaning against the wall, what looks almost like a walking stick at first, is actually a spear that appears to be much better quality than many that you've seen, and also a fishing pole, perhaps Eric's.
Cool. All right. So it's not like a language. What?
One more thing. As you walk around the room, the floor covered in scraps of cloth and moldy hides taken from prey. You see that the head of that spear shines even though it's stained red with blood. And you step into a pile of folded cloth. Opening it up, you find a small cache of money. 22 gold, 56 silver, and 117 copper.
So
I want to mark it down.
Out of game, because Larry, because Timmy and Rhaegar aren't here right now. Rhaegar leans over to Timmy and says,
I bet you they found a few measly coins and some tufts of fur in that room over there.
I bet they have, and I would love it if we could just take that fur and those coins, just get the hell out of here and go to the bar.
You know the best thing to do with free coins, right?
Blow it on coke?
Well,
jeez.
I haven't heard of this. Rhaegar is certainly willing to try, but I was going to say, to buy back your friend, his lost ice wine.
It's not Coke, it's arcane.
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
You said that there was a nice spear on the wall.
Yep.
I'll pick
Yeah.
that up.
Well, hang on. I'm the only one in there. I'll bring it back. Hang
You're
on.
in the room on the left.
Yeah, hang on just a second for me. So it was 22 gold. How much silver?
56.
56. All right. Well, I'll spread the wealth later. And how much copper?
117.
117. All right. So I got some coins. I got shiny spear.
You actually, looking at the spear, it is silvered. It has a silvered blade on it.
Oh, cool. All right. So I'll pick that up. So it was the spear, and so many things have happened since it was there. I feel like there was something else that I'm forgetting.
Fishing pole.
Fishing pole. That's right. So I will take. I'll take all this. I guess we're sort of like hand waving a little bit when the short rest is happening within this time period here, and cool. So I'll pocket the cash. We'll split it up later. I don't like carrying this much coin around with me anyway. And I'll bring the other stuff back. And I'm gonna take the fishing pole. I'm gonna take the spear, and I'm gonna take the fishing hook. And I'd like to go over to, I think Ubis does identify, and Ubis also doesn't trust the Duergar, so I assume that she's like kind of out of earshot. And I'm gonna go up to Ubis and say, all right, so I found some stuff. I think probably his fishing pole. Pretty nice looking spear here and whatnot. But most importantly, I'm kind of curious to see exactly what this fishing hook is that's sticking in my hat, because I'm a little bit afraid that I'm the fish here. So if you want to find out exactly what these things are, while we're sitting here, I'd be much obliged.
Okay. Ubis, you want to burn identify or spend 10 minutes casting it? You can do it as a ritual. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm at the front though, because I'm ready to get it. I'm at the front. I'm ready to get out too, so he's gonna have to walk over to me.
That actually fits a lot, because I'm looking for somebody who's sort of like out of earshot of the Duergar.
Yeah, okay, then I'll move I'll be like right up by the entrance. I'm waiting for something bad to happen. I'll ritual cast identify. That's fine.
All right, so you cast identify. What we have there in Larry's cap is the hook of Fisher's Delight. It is a rare magic item. If you go fishing in a body of water that's at least 10 foot cube, for every hour you're going to roll to see if you catch a fish. Catch one fish a day with this.
I just go, it's a worthless fishing hook. Now can we get out of here?
Hold on. Depending on what you roll, so if you catch a fish, depending on what you roll, you're going to roll a d20, and the options are it's going to either feed you for a day, it's going going to give you a weapon that you can use for an AoE effect. It's going to fly around and sing to you, or it's going to give you temporary hit points.
So it's the bass thing. It's the
fish. Big Mouth Billy Bass.
It's Okay, all right, cool. So all right, cool.
Yeah,
cool. How about the spear?
The spear is a silvered. It's not magical. It's a silvered spear weapon.
Oh, and the fishing pole?
Non-magical fishing pole. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'll keep it. It goes with the hook. So.
Yeah.
Ruby. All right.
All right. Cool. Anybody else have any undone business in the chasm?
So literally, I just wanted to double check the room that me and Trafalgar are in, and then go to the one on the right and be done.
Yeah. There's nothing in there. It looks like where they were sleeping in a pile of gnolls, over 20 gnolls strewn about that cave, in a big giant gnoll cuddle.
Yeah, we leave then.
Oh wait! Did anyone search the big gnoll, Papa Gnoll?
Papa Gnoll.
I'm sure.
Yeah, let's see.
Christy did, or Jackal did.
Yeah. So there's the demon Icker. All right, which we already handled. Larry, give me a history or arcana check. Your choice.
Yeah, both of those are equally bad. I'll do either one. Let's see. I don't suppose I get to use guidance on that, do I?
You can guidance yourself on that.
Okay,
Why not?
all right. Cool. Because that'll offset no matter what. Oh, also, by the way, during my short...
Actually, do it with advantage because I believe you have Poisoner's Kit proficiency. Do you not?
I do. Also, during the short rest, I switched my my roaming proficiency to speak Dwarvish.
Okay, sweet.
Ooh, all right, that's pretty good. So that's a 17. Minus 1 is a 16, but plus 4 is a 20.
It's like a boomer. It's like a slingshot. You just go back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
So with that larger guy, you would realize that this is like a type of gnoll that's a little bit closer to their demon patron. Goo. Goo. Roll me a d4.
He's all fiendy and stuff. That's cool.
All fiendy and stuff, yeah.
You know Goo, man. Everybody knows Goo, right? You know Goo.
Yeah, you know.
It's a 4.
Goo. It's a 4. All right, so you have the opportunity to harvest some poison from this thing.
Oh, yay!
What you have here is Gnoll Fang Bile, Bile. Now, mechanically, if you were to feed this to a hyena, it would turn into a gnoll. Or you can put it on a weapon, and when that weapon hits, it will deal an additional d6 poison damage. You have 4 doses.
Well, I will add that. Thank you. I'll add that under my list of poisons.
If we fed it to a hyena and it made it a gnoll, would the gnoll be like cool with us, or would the gnoll be like, "Hey, I want to kill you"?
All right, I want Timmy to roll on that. Let's call it a. What kind of check do you think, Timmy?
A nature check?
Sure. Yeah, that's a good one. Nature check.
No. Let's do an intimidation check.
I would say animal handling because you'd have to be friends with the hyena first.
No, you're right. It should be animal handling. Do I have? Okay. Yeah, let's do animal handling.
Give me an animal handling check.
11.
11? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably be buddies with a gnoll. But it's a gnoll.
We should totally get some gnolls on our side.
Sure,
now, what you do, now, Larry? You think about that for a second. What you know about gnolls doesn't check out for you.
Yeah, Yeah, but I'm not going to argue with Timmy about it. That's
the
fine.
hyena, though. The hyena is definitely, you can definitely be friends with the hyena, but
We
maybe
could
not.
totally find some hyenas and turn into gnolls, and then we'll have like a gnoll party.
I don't see what the problem is with a kobold having some null control.
All right, so
Outside of this, can you give him information? Say what?
Said nobody knows the trouble I see.
Can the DM give Rhaegar some inspiration?
I think so. Yeah, Rhaegar gets inspiration.
I mean, that was pretty epic.
Who's closest to Rhaegar? They're going to get some psychic damage.
Timmy's closest to me.
Timmy, you're going to take a D4 psychic damage.
What? Why? What happened?
For that awful joke.
I imagine right now the moments between Timmy and Rhaegar are kind of like Macho Man and the Incredible, Macho Man and Hulk Hogan.
We just became a force to be reckoned with.
No. All right, so you guys are leaving this place, right?
Did everyone take your short rest before we skedaddle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Oh, now y'all want to take a short rest.
No, we were taking a short rest the whole time.
I want to take a short rest 20 minutes ago.
I mean, that whole combat really was nothing but a short rest.
Okay. So where you guys are right now, as opposed to where you were in the morning, you started your day today dealing with the aftermath of the Cave of Berserkers, the cave of crazed oral worshipping barbarians who had forsaken their clan and forsaken their people, moved to a tiny cave up in the mountains and just spent all their time waylaying travelers and worshipping Oriel.
Man, you just described my retirement plans.
Yeah. That was here. Now, there it is. Now, you have already used
the thing once today, which got us to where we are now.
Yeah. Which is right here. Now, from here to the nearest town is about 5 miles. 5 miles? Yeah, we're going to go 5 miles. That's not a super long walk. You guys figured out where you were before you delved into the Knoll Cave. And you figure that you are about 5 or 6 miles southeast of East Haven. You also know that there's other things going on in the wider world. But not really a whole lot in the nearest area. So if I'm understanding correctly, it sounds like you all, the main thing right now is just to kind of get back to a town.
Yep.
And from there, figure out the next step.
Yep.
Sorry, one quick thing before we leave. Yes. Just as we're heading out, I run back to that cave with the picture of Yunagu on the cave wall, and I guess probably with what's available, being no blood, I guess I'm gonna sort of draw a little picture that makes it look like he's providing the fellatio to someone.
Do you sign your work?
Signed, Larry.
How much time does Larry give to this endeavor?
How much what?
How much time does Larry spend doing this?
Not much, and he's not really
give Larry
an artist.
guidance on that.
It's a quick. Yeah, okay, it's a quick. Go roll a. I don't even know. What do you do for a drawing? Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay, I can do that. That's actually a thing I can do. Bit. Sleight of hand is +8, and I got guidance. Ooh, it's a 15, 19 +8 is 27.
27. Oh yeah, you've got a life-size depiction of the humanoid of your choice. They're being serviced by these Knowles patron deity. I'm sure that's not going to come back and bite anyone in the ass.
Sure, yeah. Let's actually sort of make it, since it was so accurate. Let's actually make it resemble Lathander.
Okay. Yeah, because you guys met him.
Let's piss them all off. Is my point.
Oh man, y'all are just so fun. Goodness. All right, so you guys set out for the day. Let's see. Who do I want to pick on? Christy, could you roll me a D8?
Just one.
Just one.
Dang.
One.
Oh, just one. Okay. All right, cool. Let's see. Timmy, could Timmy roll a D20?
Straight D20?
Yes, straight D20.
19.
Nice.
19.
19
All right, as you
souls
guys, yeah, as you guys make your way out, it's about 5 miles, like I said. It's off. It is cross country though, through snow and wind and drifts and rocky ground, uneven footing. But you come across a herd of reindeer, actually. These beasts have... actually, go ahead and roll me a d6 first. There, Timmy.
Six.
6? Yeah, it is reindeer. You come across a herd of about 18 reindeer that...
Are you sure they're not
there.
8 of them and they're not shiny?
Yeah, they're not shiny. There's not 8 of them.
Oh.
Well,
It's
let's
too
not get
early
back to
for
the
that.
shiny part in a second. About 18 reindeer pass the party by, watching you guys warily. You see that there are young ones in the midst of the group, while the adult reindeer stand facing you warily. You notice that about 3 of them actually have what appear to be glow-in-the-dark antlers that are emitting a dim light over the dale, over the snow and the ice. Rhaegar, you would recognize those. Those would be the ones that would be preserved when there was ever a hunt.
They'd be left alive.
The glowing ones would be left alive, yes.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're not in need of food or anything. We're stocked up and whatnot.
I mean, we're literally a couple miles away from the tavern, so...
Yeah, I mean, and these guys look like they make the world a better place just by being in it, so...
Yeah,
Can Rhaegar roll a nature check on the sudden onset of these herd of deer?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oh, goodness. All my stuff is covered up that I need. There we go. That's going to be a 16.
16? Yeah, it's typical.
Well, like, I guess what I'm trying to figure out from it is, like, if they're traveling in this direction and Rhaegar would have lived in the frozen steppes, would he recognize this as, like, a migratory herd, like them moving from one feeding area to another? Or do they appear to be moving as though they've been chased by a hunting party, potentially somewhere further up in the spine of the world?
So they do not appear to be wary. They just seem to be wary of you guys. They seem fairly relaxed creatures. You see that some of them are foraging, they are taking their antlers and dragging them across the ground to uncover what plants there might be pieces of underneath of the frost and snow.
Okay.
So as you guys continue on, I need someone else to roll me a d20. How about Wes? Roll me a d20, please, sir.
Okay. Okay.
In all fairness, I'm wary of us too.
See how this works out. Okay, come on, computer. Did it roll? It did not roll. Did it? Okay.
Ooh, man.
This is slow.
Nice, 14.
Oh, okay. So 14. Might be a second one coming. I don't know.
Okay.
But the 14 was the first one.
All right, so I scrambled these a little bit. But this one is interesting. So as you guys are walking along, before I do that, Wes, heads or tails?
I'll roll a d4. So what, ones and threes or tails, 2, 4 heads.
Yeah.
So heads.
Heads. Okay. Wes, you guys are trudging through the snow, and Ubis is there looking about. Off to the side, appearing from behind a frozen bush, is what appears to be some sort of spindly, snow-white doll wearing a decorative mask. And it steps out from behind that bush as you are walking closer to it, going to pass, and it is holding out in its hand a small, what appears to be frozen berry.
An animated doll.
That's not creepy at all.
There's a doll with a mask behind a bush holding out.
Yeah, steps out and offers Ubis a something to eat.
I'll take it.
All right, I just posted in the Discord what it looks like. All right, so you take it. Timmy, give me a
Oh, that's not fucking creepy at all.
Give me a Arcana check.
Who, me?
Okay. Yeah, Timmy. Yeah.
Oh God.
I do dumb shit. I'll take it and eat it.
Yeah, Ubis. Yeah, it's a very, very sweet berry.
14.
14. At first, this thing looks creepy as hell, but then you recognize what it is. This is a Chwinga. You've never seen one before. It's a little elemental creature.
Okay.
What does it do?
What does Timmy know about Chwinga?
A lot of times they don't really do anything. They just kind of exist around. They're like raccoons of the elemental world. They just kind of hang out.
So Timmy's like, well, it could be like a wild animal, but it's not necessarily like dangerous.
Not very dangerous, no.
Okay. So Timmy's just gonna be like, okay, cool, bro. Like a raccoon just gave you a berry, but whatever.
I already ate it.
Yeah, he ate it. It was good.
So
I ate it immediately.
Can Rhaegar roll an insight check on this thing?
Is Ubis showing any symptoms of like a vomit or about to explode with like a alien chest burster?
Nope.
Sweet.
Show of hands. Show of hands. In real life, if a raccoon gave you a berry, would you eat it?
Hell
Yes.
no.
In a second.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I would. In a heartbeat.
So Rhaegar rolled an 11 on insight, but I'd assume that I would be somewhat familiar with these from being from the waste as well.
They're like little trickster. They play little pranks and things like that. Steal people's silverware.
I would look at the group and say to everyone in a somewhat muffled tone,
"Be careful. Do not take off your shoes."
Yeah, you do know this, Rhaegar, that they're not really gonna hurt you or anything like that, but you don't make them mad at you.
Nobody reacted to my shoes comment. It's all good.
It's because we're all wearing them.
Take the berry from the trash panda.
So please. after it gives you that, it goes ahead and starts following you, Ubis.
Cool. I got a buddy.
Surprise, surprise! It just gave you an X-Lax.
Fine to me.
Gemma, be careful with that thing. Where there is more, where there is one, there will be more.
Timmy was
even watch the show.
If he actually gave him musty.
Yeah, it's like walking around. It's like trying to pantomime the way that you're walking. And then when Rhaegar,
I start joking around.
No, it's copying
funky
you.
Walks.
Yeah, it's copying you. It's all Ministry of Silly Walks here right now. Yeah.
So, does Daisy have an opinion on these guys?
That's a good question. What do you think? What do you think Daisy would do there? This is kind of a elemental type thing. It's not a fae. It's a fae adjacent.
Yeah, I mean, is it like a cold elemental thing? What kind of elemental?
It's a little elemental spirit. Give me a history check, though.
Which elemental? I am not
How
even
big is
going to
it?
guide that. I'm just going to take my -1.
And these things are only like a couple inches tall off the ground, right? They're teeny tiny.
That's a 16.
16? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've heard of them. They have them down there they have them down in Chult, which is a long way from Chult, but
so they're not. So these ones aren't like specific to any particular element.
Apparently, they're found in Icewind Dale too. They're not specific to any specific element, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If yeah. So with that kind of check, I mean, 16 is good enough to know. I mean, you don't like this sort of thing. It's like they're like not a nuisance or anything. They're really they're fascinated by people a little bit.
Well, then I imagine that some of the members of my swarm are just as fascinated with them. So while they're following us, my fae are following them. Take that.
Hell yeah!
Like the Pied Piper all of a sudden.
Yeah, and if they really like you, they might be able to give you some sort of charm or boon.
Yeah, I'm like the Pied Piper. I've got this one following me, and then I got Larry's ones following me.
Don't forget about your cows.
We left them somewhere.
Yeah, they're in terminal.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me, Valen's cows.
Yeah, I'm still wondering if our satyr's still drunk.
Well, he does have
Jeeves had very specific instructions about that.
Yeah, it should be okay. Should be.
He had to serve to keep him drunk.
Yeah.
So as we start wandering out into the waste, trying to find our direction back, I would look at the party and say, so we know we're fully aware that it's 5 miles, right? Like just based on like land navigation and landmarks and stuff like that.
You know it's about 5 miles as the bird would fly. So
okay.
Basically.
Rhaegar would say to the group,
"I know it seems like we are close to 10 towns. Though the distance may be short, we must stay on guard. Staying out in this frozen waste for that long is not safe, especially with not a proper shelter. And seeing these little things only makes matters more curious."
And that's a good point. So as you guys are walking, you've been walking now for about 2.5 hours. Let's just say 3 hours. I need you guys to go ahead and make some Constitution saving throws.
How cold is it?
Oh, it's very cold.
Rhaegar rolls normal.
If you roll normal, Wes.
Is it?
Did you have your ring?
Below minus 50.
Yeah.
You
Actually,
said con
no,
saves?
it's not below minus 50. You might not even have to roll at all.
I don't think I have to roll. I'm
The ring of warmth.
unharmed by temperature
Yeah.
as low as minus 50.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to waste not 20 on that.
Damn. How is our one of our southernmost party members probably the second warmest right now?
They've got layers.
I'm the only one who took the ring.
The only one taking the weather seriously. I got a 16.
19.
16. Okay, 19. All right. I don't think anybody get below a 12. Anybody get below a 15?
What about at a 15?
At a 15's fine.
Wait, what am I rolling for?
Con save against the cold.
Con save.
Don't make me do it.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, I'm on.
We get to roll with advantage because we're
No, you roll normal. Well, then how does Rhaegar has Mountain Born and cold weather gear on?
Yeah, so you roll just with advantage.
Oh, well then I need to roll again. My bad.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Now, was that with advantage?
No.
Because you have cold weather gear. Roll it again, but better.
Roll. I got the same damn roll. All right, never mind. The digital dice hate me.
We went up by 1.
It's an 8. Okay. Valen, this is the first time it took over a year to even get any of you guys with the con save for the cold. Valen, you are mechanically you are suffering from 1 level of exhaustion from the cold.
Rhaegar would look over at Valen and see him slightly shivering, and I would look back at the group and say,
"We must make haste. Even the wizard grows weary."
Behold,
I'm fine.
You guys keep on traveling for about 2 more hours. So in total, you've traveled now for about 5 hours. It's gotten dark. It's gotten colder. Go ahead. Someone who's messing with navigation tools. I believe we still have a set of those.
I have some.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, no, Trafalgar's got it, yeah.
Give me your tool check with those.
Okay, that's gonna be. My proficiency is what's our proficiency now? +3.
2 or 3. What is it? 3?
Gotta get to my character sheet. Hold on.
We are 3.
Okay,
No.
so that's an
3.
18.
18. You realize that you guys have only been going due to the as tough as it's been going on foot. You guys have been traveling for about 5 hours. You've only made it about halfway.
Is the Durgar drop-off still with us?
I am still with you. Yeah, we're going to the tavern. Yes.
Right,
How
cool,
much
okay.
farther is tavern?
At the rate my friends travel, it will be another half day.
So yeah, let's say it's about
or 5 hours.
yeah, it's about 4. Let's say about 4 p.m. 4 or 5 p.m. You can keep going. It's up to you. What you guys want to do?
Does Rhaegar, after when everybody started getting cold, does Rhaegar look back and see me not even notice that it's cold?
I know that I know you have the ring from the hotel. Remember?
Well, I didn't know if it really just instilled in your mind that I really am Goliath.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, noticing that you wouldn't be chilly, Rhaegar would just kind of nod and grunt, like we're the only 2 people that would be potentially not affected by this cold.
All right. So what do y'all think? Do we push on through the night, or do y'all want to hole up?
I mean, how are we gonna? Is there anywhere to hole up, or do?
Well, I mean,
think we should just push on.
I'm not the smartest person, but I do remember the wizard saying something about a magical hut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we bought that tent. And we got the little like heater and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, we do have that stuff. Okay.
Don't we still have that?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you
we
did
definitely
sell
have the
8
tent.
months.
Bragar bought the 8-person like yurt thing, but Valen's spell for Liamon's tiny hut's gonna be the best bet for the whole party.
Right. Yeah, that's true. We don't need to go through all that stuff. We can ditch all that, I guess, if we get that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
All right, show of hands. Camping for the night or continuing on? Camping for the night. Hands up.
How long is it going to take?
About
Like
5 more hours.
5.
That's
guys-
heavy.
You could be at the tavern at 9 p. By 10 p.m. you could be at the tavern.
We get last call.
I'm
What's
fine.
that?
I'm fine either way. I don't care.
Yeah.
I say let's keep going.
All right.
I'd rather not be stuck out in the tundra.
Cool. I'm down with that. It's still early. It's only dinner time. We're fine.
All right, so that's 2, 3. Jackal, Valen, Trafalgar. Continuing on.
Larry, it's supper time. It's only 4 o'clock. Dinner's later.
All right.
I
So
stand
Trafalgar.
corrected.
Trafalgar, are you
Trafalgar's
gonna
voting to camp.
camp? Okay, Trafalgar's to camp.
Actually, I guess Trafalgar doesn't really. He's nonplussed either way. He's good to go. Continue traveling if they really want to.
Yeah, I'll go with majority.
All right, cool.
I'd just rather not be
So
stuck
you guys going to
outside in
continue
the
on?
middle of the tundra.
Rhaegar would look at Ubis and say,
It seems that despite as long as we have been with them, they still don't understand how severe the Dale is.
and I would look back at the group and say,
If we march on at full strength. If we stay now.
I mean, we're all at full strength except for Valen there. How's about you give him a piggyback ride? I'll get a little bit. Excuse me. I'll get a little bit ahead of the group and scout ahead.
I would motion to Valen and say,
It is okay, my friend. Would you like a ride?
No.
So Rhaegar, against his wishes, is gonna like walk up to him and pick him up.
I'll start slapping you and punching you and say, "Get off of me! I am not struggling to walk." You're
All right, make an opposed athletics check, Valen.
No, put my
Rhaegar, make an
coat.
athletics check.
Oh my god!
I'll put my coat on Valen.
This is a minus. Rolled with a -1. Hold on, I think ability check is that counts as towards skills as well, right?
Yep.
So I gotta roll that again. With
Yep, disadvantage.
I'll go ahead and put my coat on Valen.
It's
too.
a 15 in strength.
I rolled a 0.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Valen,
So-
you are on Rhaegar's shoulders.
As I lift Rhaegar up and the coat is
Everything about this.
I'm
The
like yelling at him,
unconsensual
like,
piggyback ride.
hitting his back and throwing a fit like a toddler.
Uh, as he like smacks at my back, I say,
My father would be insulted.
Mr. Valen, sir, please do not protest. Your toes were turning blue.
Then let him fall off. This is nothing new.
I can promise you, there are much worse things you can suffer, but losing your toes ranks high among the pains you do not know, desert man.
I am fine. I do not need you.
Read your damn book. Study a spell. You may be useful yet.
I saved your ass. I can save it again. I don't need to be carried like a baby.
Well, since no one wanted to stay in your tiny hut, then we need to move.
That is fine. We can move. Just put me down.
So I'll put him down, and Rhaegar will take the jacket off of himself as well and say,
Then you take mine too.
I'm walking around. I'm like I already
got
look
like 5 jackets.
He's
on
like the
now.
kid from A Christmas Carol or A Christmas Story.
I'm all like
That's been
He's,
overly
he's the
bundled
brother
up
from A
against the
Christmas
wall.
Story. It's crazy. I love it.
That's
And he
right.
already feels bad enough. There's no point disparaging the size of his hut.
Let's learn about alliteration today. What is the word? Letter W stands for wizard. Warm wizard.
Weak, warm wizard.
My goodness.
So do we, I guess, eventually make it back to East Haven?
Are we there
Yes,
yet?
you guys continue. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
My daughter started that. When are we going to be there? Soon. 2 seconds later. When are we going to be there? No.
She didn't. She didn't start that.
When will then be now?
She's picked it up now. You guys are continuing on. You come to the banks of a frozen river, and on the opposite shore, on the land over the hill on the opposite shore, is where the town of East Haven is. It's the end of the Eastway, the east-west road of the 10 towns. You take a bit of time looking for a good place to cross the frozen river. Cautiously cross it. There's no problem. It is frozen, not solid, but frozen deep here at the edge of 10 towns where the wind comes down from the mountains with a dreadful cold. Speaking of dreadful cold, I need everyone to roll your Constitution saving throws again for traveling in the cold.
Nope.
Except for Cubits.
18.
25.
And then 23.
Okay.
19 for Falger.
Don't get mad. You're the one that gave me the ring.
Nope. Oh, wait. Con save.
Oh no, the jackal got a 9.
Yeah.
Well, luckily for the jackal, this close into the towns, there's a almost like a moderating.
Oh, it's a +5, so that's actually a 20 now. Even better.
There's actually a moderating effect to the local weather patterns here. You guys have been descending rapidly too, as far as altitude goes, since you left the mountain behind at the halfway point of this journey. It's a bit more mild, closer into the towns, bracketed by Kelvin's Cairn and the Three Lakes. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
All right. Coming over the hill, let me go ahead and switch the map out. This one. This one. One second.
Yeah. Hey, Rhaegar.
Yes.
How you feeling? Any itchiness in your brain?
No. Nothing strange or different.
That's good.
We're taking a short break.
That's not it. Hold on.
Loading new maps.
Trying to load a map and not a picture of a Chwinga.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, look at that map.
Look at that
So
Chwinga
curious
map.
as to what happened with my thing I ate.
That's a cool little Chwinga. Oh.
Swing, swing.
Hey, there it is.
Hey, this was in the same city.
We haven't been to East Haven yet.
We haven't been there yet.
Because we came from Tourmaline originally.
You guys are going to be coming in from...
We still have to go to Targos, too.
Yeah, Ubis, you've got that letter in your pocket. Have you ever had a chance to open that and take a look at what it says?
I'm not allowed to.
He did say don't open it until you get to Targos.
I know, but we haven't been there yet.
He did kind of expect you to be in Targos earlier.
I know.
Holy crap! Is Ubis doing something that somebody told Ubis to do?
Don't know yet.
It does listen.
What this person told me to do, I'm gonna do it.
Wow.
Let me see. Alright, Alright, cool. So you guys have arrived in the town of East Haven. Come on. There we go.
If I open it early, I might get killed.
Okay. As you guys stride into this bustling port town,
there's a lot of ports.
Yeah, this is a very, very interesting little town.
Hey, I'm sorry. What's the name of our Duergar friend again? I should probably make a note of that.
It is Merrick. Merrick the Sullen or something.
Sure. Okay.
He doesn't like being called that.
Please note, he did not give you like a clan or family or anything like that.
Sure. As we head in, though, I just want to say, hey, Marin, keep an eye out in case you spot any of your brethren around here.
So you guys will have known. Oh, he's
Merrick.
like, actually, my name is Merrick.
Merrick. Sorry.
With a k sound at the end.
Okay. Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
As far as my brethren go, perhaps we can talk soon at this tavern place.
Sure.
So you guys would know that this town is pretty much second to Bryn Shander as far as the services and the comfort that are offered, but the people here are a little bit more hustle and bustle. They're a little bit less friendly. This town is a town of about 750 people. It's not very big, but for Icewind Dale, it's one of the larger towns. The heraldry of the town itself is that of a shield, snowflake, and stone tower. You also know that this is one of the towns that sacrifices people.
Oh, the lottery people?
Yes.
Is this all common knowledge? Like Rhaegar knows this already as well?
You guys would have been told all this the previous 2 weeks prior when you guys got to Icewind Dale.
Okay.
Like 2 weeks in game, yeah.
Yeah.
Months, 2 weeks. Yeah, wait, that makes sense.
2 weeks. Oh my god. A year ago. Yeah, we pretty much got the breakdown of which town sacrifices what.
Yeah, this one
2 weeks ago.
This one sacrifices people.
Good god.
There's a number of places that you could go here.
I would just like to pause real quick. The puns in chat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can put another box on our overlay, just a small one, that shows our chat feed. So if we want to crack up,
We get a pun tracker.
Yes, that would be amazing. You'd also get use of Amubis's power too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that's true. I love that we've got 14 people watching here. That's pretty cool. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we got 15.
We will be... 15 now. We will be cracking more puns until we call it a game night. But let's see what happens.
Yes.
Happens for now.
Hello, everybody. So we're going to the bar, right?
We're going to the town with the White Lady Inn, I guess.
That seems me most convenient.
Ooh, the wet trout sounds good.
Yeah, what is this place? Wet trout, they say?
Have any of us been here before? Probably. Well,
I guess we have to ask for directions and stuff.
Go ahead and give me a luck check.
who?
Whoever is going to be interacting with the next person that you see.
Oh, that'll be me.
Okay.
Let's see. Wow, that was a 4.
4?
I think that was a 4.
So you see one person walking down the street. The streets are strangely empty right now. It's really weird. You see one person hurrying down the street, and you grab their shoulder. Hey, where's how do I get to the? What do you say to him?
I just go, hey there, friend. We just came out from the tundra, and my friend Timmy here really needs a drink. I just whisper and I go, he's having a little detox problems. We got to get him somewhere to get a drink.
All right. So
where's a good place for?
4. Okay. Okay.
Where's a good place that we can get a nice strong ale, because he needs a nice strong ale.
This guy looks annoyed as fuck to have been bugged by you about finding a strong ale. And he looks to go, well, you have a bad luck about having that right now. The wet trout's the best place to go, but it's closed for the next couple hours. Everyone in town going to the town hall.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Everyone in
me...
town going to the town hall, and they're doing an execution for the Frostmaiden.
Well, damn it!
Did Rhaegar hear this out loud?
Oh yeah.
So
you said the town hall. I really couldn't understand. The town hall?
Yeah, the town hall.
Okay.
At the tanner?
Well, I mean, guys,
No,
if there's an execution at the town hall, maybe the local taverns have shown up to serve drinks.
Did you say execution?
Yeah.
Where do I sign up?
No, it's already. They got a guy.
Yeah, you wait. Hold on. You don't want to be executed.
How do you know, Gemma?
I've known you long enough.
Oh goodness.
Will this person face the Frost Witch?
I don't know. They're gonna kill him before they I don't know.
Do they kill them at the town hall or leave them in the waste?
This is what they don't really. This is a special case. This one has magic, so gonna have to burn them, right?
Yeah, just change the reason. Rhaegar, let's just go to the town hall. I don't think this guy's got the answers you're looking for.
Can I roll a persuasion to get them to take us to the town hall?
Yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Like it's gonna do anything.
I know, it's not gonna matter.
I know. Like, oh no, I only got a 21.
Hold on. Of course my sheet's messing up.
So, DM, is this a situation where they sacrifice people to Oral just like Brynchander does?
Possibly. It could be something different.
Okay.
Let's see. Come on, roll with disadvantage. It is with disadvantage. It's a 21.
Oh, you see the guy? He's like, "Oh, it's a fuck me. Yeah, will you follow me? I'm going there too, anyway."
As we walk with this guy, Rhaegar would look at Gemma and say,
"Why do you think they execute this man?"
I don't know. We just got here.
Find out for me. Use your gift.
How about we just wait until we get there, and then we can maybe see what's going on. See if we know the person, or see if it might be somebody we know. We don't know. We don't want to give ourselves all away.
You know people from East Haven?
Maybe.
Can I roll an
I know
insight
people
check?
from all. I know people from all over. That's why I have 6 names.
I'm a little disturbed that we're all being spread out.
No,
We're so big.
I'm just kind of doing that, just to kind of make them all, just to make them easier to see.
I'll just tell Rygar. I was like, I know people from all over. 6 different names.
I wouldn't know if you were lying regardless. I rolled a 7.
You've heard me introduce myself with 3 or 4 different names so far.
Well, look. All right, y'all. Let's head up to the town hall and take a look. I mean, regardless of what happened, this is probably an improvement on our situation. Last time we went to a town hall, it was on fire. At least that's not happening.
Yet.
Yes.
Yes.
The night is young. Oh, do we all get the benefits of a long rest at this point?
Nope.
No.
Oh, we did not long rest. Oh, that's right. We didn't
didn't.
camp. We kept walking. I'm
Now
sorry.
we have not done anything for that.
That's right.
We
We
had
just kept
short
on walking.
So yeah,
Boblin wanted to stop. The rest of us were like, "Nah, let's keep going."
so
Hey,
I'm sorry.
DM,
Yes.
can we retcon a little bit when we were walking? Can I just keep casting the healing cantrip to heal everyone back up?
I think
Yes.
everyone's.
Well, we did
Everybody
a short.
should be.
We did a short rest earlier, so we ought to be okay as far as hit points go.
Everybody should have rolled some hit
Nope.
dice.
Rygar's a little low.
Ah.
Timmy's a little low.
I mean, I only burned 2 of my hit dice, so I'm not like bad at it, but I'll take the healing if it's being doled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just burn more of your hit dice.
Hey, didn't you give us like a free 6 HP?
Yep.
Yeah. Song
should
of
be-
Rest.
I should be at full then. Because I rolled my HP and I got a 6.
Yeah.
And then you gave me 6, so.
All right, so I'm regretting making your tokens like large instead of the small. I know that's easier to see, but at the same time, it's like, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, we're so big. I would like to rampage through the town like Godzilla.
Actually, DM, I
Alright,
want to know
with
what that really tiny house is right underneath the Larry's token. What's the name? Who lives there?
You son of a bitch.
Perhaps the side street. Any indication of direction? How many
They have
windows
a-
does it have?
Do they have
All right.
thick backstory?
I'm gonna move you out onto the ice, and then I'm gonna have you roll initiative, and we'll see if you make it to shore before it cracks and you fall.
I'm sorry. Did this guy that Ubis is accosting agree to take us to the town hall?
Yeah. He grudgingly
Cool.
agreed. Yeah, go ahead and move your tokens. You guys see what a town hall is. Go ahead and set your tokens up over there.
So,
Wanna
as we approach town hall, though, I'm going to before we actually get there, I'm gonna duck into an alley and disappear and pop up onto a roof that's got a good bird's eye view of stuff.
All right, give me a acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics. Can I guidance that stuff and?
It's gonna be kind of an ongoing thing, so the DC's not super high. It's not like you're gonna fall and hit your head one time and be out, but this way, I mean, you might fall and hit your head a couple times, but it's not gonna destroy it.
It's
Is Duergar Dave coming with us?
Yeah, Duergar Dave's coming with you.
and without guidance, that's a 17.
17. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. You're leaping from rooftop to rooftop. You're doing Batman stuff. In a medieval world.
I'm gonna stealth some stuff too. I'll just go ahead and roll that.
Yeah.
That's not awesome, but I got big bonus. 21.
21. Yeah, that's pretty good. Scrolling. Let's get to where I gotta go. Okay. As you guys approach the town hall, you see gathered out in front of the main doors of the building a very large crowd. perhaps as many as 150 to 200 people, which is a significant portion of the town's population, to be out and about this chilly evening. In the middle of the crowd, where everyone is kind of scooting as close as possible, strangely enough, is a burning figure on a large stake.
So we're late.
So there's a person on a large stick being burned alive.
Yep. The people of the town are surrounding them, bundled. Everyone's bundled for cold. The flames pouring off of this individual that's unrecognizable at this point are intense. They're very tall into the air. This fire has been fueled with perhaps a bit of magic. So you guys see they are past. They are no longer alive. They are dead.
My viewpoint, when I get an opportunity, I would like to try to read the room to see if I can find people's emotional reactions to this, and maybe if there are people that seem specifically upset by what's happening.
Give me an insight check with advantage.
Okay. That's not terrific. It's only 15.
15. You look around, you see a wide assortment of a very limited set of emotional states. Very varied in the crowd. No one group of people being upset, another group of people being exuberant.
Rhaegar would look for a stranger who's exuberant about the execution, and I would walk over to the person and say,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Rhaegar looks around for the closest exuberant person. Give me a perception.
Yeah, I was just trying to interrupt somebody watching the execution. That's why I was saying excuse me.
Just anyone in general.
Yeah, anyone that's watching it that seems excited about the execution.
Okay.
It's
second.
It's Valen. He's just happy to be warm.
Yeah, there's actually back to Larry for a second. So Larry, the most common expression that you see is resignation.
Okay.
Like people are emotionally as numb as their fingers and toes.
Okay, that's deep.
Yeah. You see some people talking to each other quietly. As the flames consume the body more, and the sickly sweet smell of roast meat kind of vacates the air a bit, much of the crowd scooches forward closer to the flames, closer to the warmth in this cold, dark, and gloomy night.
As the people move closer, Rhaegar steps closer as well, trying to stay with the crowd.
You're looking around to see someone who shows any kind of exuberance or enthusiasm for this execution. There is none. You are the most excited person here.
So I would look about and see that no one, because I'm confused. I thought you said some people were excited and some people were not.
Well, if I did, I made that mistake. It doesn't seem like anybody was excited.
No, actually, he specifically said that there were not those ranges of emotion.
Oh, okay. My bad on my end. I thought he said some were exuberant. So then Rhaegar would look at the people as they walk closer to the flame over the person, and I would just intentionally bump into someone, trying to get their attention. as my, towering form stands over top of them.
Also,
roll an intimidation check, Rhaegar.
All right.
Yes, Larry.
Also, just in case it affects anybody else's decisions, does it appear somebody's presiding over these proceedings?
Not currently.
19 intimidation.
Rhaegar bumps into you. You intentionally bump into someone standing and watching the flames. You go, "Oh, what for, mate? Oh, shit. How can I help you?"
No worry, friend. I'm sorry. I merely wanted to get closer to observe. Why are you not excited about this? You are putting a criminal to death, right?
He looks you up and down. He goes, "What for? Be excited about it? Yeah, it's a criminal, but hell of a way to go. Lit on fire, burnt till you're dead. Jeez, I don't even."
Why were they put to death?
Fella over there, tied to the post. He was they say he was a red wizard, and there was a group of adventurers that had done some work for the town, and he was arrested for their deaths.
Wait a minute. So you blame the wizard for an accidental death?
No, it wasn't accidental. No, he hired them to go out into the dale, and then on the way back with their hull, he killed them in their sleep.
And you have proof of this?
Oh, he would have gotten away with it too. There was
if it wasn't for you meddling.
One of your yeah, there was a group of children and a dog. It was a Goliath hunting party. Came upon it. He just killed the last of them.
When he says Goliath hunting party, Rhaegar gets overly anxious and excited and just starts bombarding the guy with questions. And he says,
"Wait a minute, we will speak more after this. Please, stick around. I have more things I must know. These Goliath, where were they? What direction were they headed?"
And then I look around the crowd, scanning over top of the people that are much shorter than me as the Goliath standing there. And I say,
Gamma, where are you? We need money for this man.
And I'll run up and I go, "Money? What?
Damn, Rhaegar, this is a somber occasion, Rhaegar. What are you doing?
What do you need money for?
Making a scene.
Give him 5 gold.
You need money?
Why does he need money?
Yeah, I'll take 5 gold. Yeah.
I'll give you 2.
So when you put the
2 gold, yeah.
when you put the 2 gold out in your hand, Rhaegar will snatch it real quick and place it into the man's hand. He says,
"There, you have been paid. Tell me all you know of these Goliath."
I don't know much. They were part of one of the tribes, from the mountains.
Oh no!
And they had a ranger with them.
Did they stay in town or travel through?
They traveled through. They came to sell pelts.
Where did they sell these pelts?
Market, I suppose. They left. They traveled through and they left. Day before yesterday.
Rhaegar is gonna grow frustrated and he goes,
Another dead end, Gemma!
Well, I mean, I'm sure we could track them if we needed. It's just 10 o'clock at night. Haven't been gone that long.
2 days.
Yeah, that's not too far.
Give me a survival check, Rhaegar.
All right.
And Ubis.
I'm good at these.
12.
12, okay.
Damn it. Hey, but it's a 15.
Okay, Eubis, you knew it took you guys about 10 hours to make it 5 miles. Because the Goliaths used, well, they're very good about traveling, and they use dog sleds for their gear and things like that. They're able to go a lot faster.
I'll ask the guy which way they went.
I don't know. Southeast?
We just came from southeast. We didn't see any tracks.
See them? Well, maybe they went a different way. Rhaegar, you would know.
Give me the 2 gold back.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Roll an intimidation there, Eubis.
He didn't give a shit for information. 15.
That's good enough. Yeah, he's like, all right, fine. I told you I didn't know much.
That's all I got.
Okay.
So this smells fishier than Cooking Wizard of Day. I would like to skip down from where I am and find a back way into the town hall.
Okay. You walk over towards the town hall. And you see... Actually, give me a perception check.
Sure. That's a 19.
Nice.
Okay, you see a person standing apart from the crowd. Earlier you'd asked if it looked like there was anybody leading on these proceedings, and there didn't at that time. But this person stands near the doors of the town hall. You see a human. Let me double check that. Do you see a human? You do see a human. You see a human woman in what appears to be a fine tailored coat, bundled up against the cold, standing there near the front. And this person seems to stand apart from the rest in that fine tailored coat and bedecked with a fancy fur hat.
Decked but not festooned.
Not festooned, no. Bedecked. Bedecked. Next time on the bingo square.
Yeah, we've already had a festoon.
All right. Well, I'll make a note of that, but I still want to see if I can slip into the town hall. So here's what Larry's suspicious con artist mind is thinking. Just to let you know what I'm getting at. This guy, to me, looks like a scapegoat. The important piece of information here is there's a group that came back with stuff. And this guy went to waylay them and then take their stuff, which means there's stuff. So I'm curious about who has that stuff right now, and potentially maybe that they set this guy up to take the fall so they can get whatever stuff was involved. So I'm kind of curious about that, and I don't think questioning anybody is going to get me very far with that. So I would like to see if I can slip into the town hall to see if I can encounter anybody who may be discussing things when they think nobody's listening.
All right, give me a stealth check.
While Larry tries to sneak into the town hall, Rhaegar would look around the crowd, and I guess I would spot Valen standing over there with the door guard, right?
Sure, yeah.
So Valen would say to Rhaegar would say to Valen,
"What do you know of Red Wizards, Mr. Valen?"
I will roll a history check.
Please do.
That's a 23 on stealth.
Nice. Holy shit, dude.
Very nice.
25.
Damn.
25. What don't you know about the Red Wizards of Thay?
I'll look at him with my arms crossed, kind of still a little angry at him for picking me up. And I'll say, the real question you should be asking me is, what can I not tell you about the Red Wizards of Thay? What is it, Rhaegar? What do you wish to know?
Well, they put this man to death, and they blamed him for the death of his friends on the word of a traveling band of Goliath and one renegade ranger in their company. It seems a little suspect. I really would like to know, do you think Red Wizards are execution worthy, generally speaking?
Are you asking me if I should be the judge for every paid visit? Or are you asking me if it's okay for you to kill someone you do not like? Your moral compass is... it's very askew.
Are these Red Wizards good or evil?
The easiest way for me to tell you is... have you ever met one? Because if you did, you would know that none of them are good. None of them are your friend. They look down on everyone. They look at you like you are nothing.
I would hawk and spit in the direction of the fire.
These red wizards, they are not someone to be trifled with. They are, I would want to say, good company to be held.
Which to me just means they're convenient to blame for shit.
Red tends to point fingers at the weaker ones. Those who have power have more responsibilities. They can use their power to twist, to dig, control others. This is very common to all of Faerun. Maybe not here in the north, but there I come. Red visits. They walk amongst people, gathering information and followers. It does not surprise me that they would come to the frozen north and not have friends. I would not go looking for trouble unless you wish it upon all of us. They are not, again, ones to be... What is this, the making the hocus? The making, how do you say, how do you say, and he starts doing like these weird hand motions. He's basically suggesting like animals doing it or people doing it. You know the word, yes?
Yes, I believe so.
What is that?
What is it called?
Yes, and he's like looking around at everybody. He's like, yeah, the hookies word.
Between people or animals?
Both. Everyone does it.
Even the birds and the bees?
Right.
That is what they say is the birds and the bees, but no, like the word, hookies. You know what I mean? Hookies.
My people call it whoopee.
Wow.
you're looking for the whoopee, then I would not.
Oh my god.
I would not go.
Looking for.
I don't even know right now.
Dude, it's only 10:15. You can't be like delirious this early in the game, DM.
Jason
Okay.
can.
Okay, yes I can. I can if I want.
Oh, you have a toddler. That's right. You're perpetually tired.
Well, she's not as young as she. Oh, she's not. She's 4 now, so she's pretty good about that whole sleeping through the night thing. Except she wants to get up at the fucking crack of dawn.
Yeah, that's true.
And stay up as late as possible. Anyways,
But by the way, actually, that conversation sort of just another sort of glimpse into what Larry's thinking. That conversation is actually so. One of the other reasons that Larry's suspicious is if this was a Red Wizard of Thay that just annihilated a whole adventuring party by himself, the idea that he's being burned by a bunch of yokels,
like
super unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
So none of this adds up.
Give me an insight check, Larry.
Well, I would
check.
know about Red Wizards of Thay. Like, is there any bits of their flesh still remaining?
Yeah. I mean, this was probably.
Do they have tattoos?
They have tattoos. They have.
Oh, it does have a tattoo.
They're like magical. They want to be, people with magic to be overlords of the world.
They're like the Sith of the wizards.
So
yes,
each tattoo technically is like a symbol of their power. So the more tattoos that they have, the more powerful they are considered to be. Even children within their society that have learned magic would get the tattoos in order to show that they have, potential.
Yeah,
I wish that were a real thing.
The easiest way to say it is like they're really bad. Like they're a bad wizard. Like I wouldn't even say fascist organized. Yeah, I guess you could say fascist organization, but like they're a whole country. Like they're it's bad.
Yeah, they're the big bad. They're a big bad guy. Larry.
Right, so Larry doesn't know anything about that. Also, Larry didn't hear that conversation. I was just saying, like, my insight into the whole thing there. So I rolled a 16.
Wizard. 16,
I rolled
okay.
a 16.
You think back, Larry.
Yeah.
If you don't know any of that stuff, but thinking about a wizard in general, if you can surprise them and get to them, or get to their spell book, for example. You could take him down.
I'm sure, but I mean, if this guy took out a whole party of adventurers, I'm still skeptical about the whole thing. So that's just his thinking. Whether he's right or wrong, that's what he's thinking.
How about Trafalgar and Jackal and Ubis? What are you guys doing right now?
I'm just standing there staring at the crispy corpse.
Crispy corpse from Jackal. What about you, Trafalgar?
Is the Red Wizard guy already dead, or is he like?
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Well, I mean, my question would be: do we see like on the charred pieces of his flesh like actual tattoos that, are there like resemblances that would like signify that this individual was in fact Red
Absolutely.
Wizard? Okay. So they were successful in killing him.
Yeah.
Or one of his lackeys.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Timmy, you're standing out there.
Wait, I didn't tell you.
All right, go ahead, Wes. Go ahead, Ubis.
I was gonna walk in the front door of the town hall.
So you walk up towards the front door of the town hall, and meanwhile, Timmy, roll me a luck check.
That is a solid 4.
Solid 4. You hear over there, where you don't see who says it, and you hear a voice. Well, that's that. Back to the tavern. I guess I'll open the doors up when we get back to it. I could use a drink. but you don't see the person who is saying that, and you're not exactly sure where the tavern is.
I'm gonna like, so Timmy's gonna go into like a semi-panic mode and just like go through the crowd like, what tavern? What tavern's opening? What tavern's opening?
Oh, they're like, oh, there's the Wet Trout. It's to the northeast, near the docks.
And so Timmy's gonna be like, thank you, and turn to whoever's around. Because we're all kind of spread out. Anyway, I'm just gonna turn to whoever's in the party, and it's like, hey guys, we should just go to Wet Trout. It's gonna open up. Let's just go.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. So that's happening. Rhaegar and Valen are talking about red wizards and Goliaths, and Larry is sneaking in through a window into the attic of the town hall.
Yep, B&E.
And Ubis is approaching the front door of the tavern of the town hall itself. Ubis, you walk towards the front door and you see a woman in a well-tailored winter coat and fancy fur top hat. She's
Is it fancier than my beaver top hat?
Yes.
Does it dance?
It does not dance, though.
Then it's not fancier than my beaver top hat.
It's taller. It's taller than your beaver.
I feel like every time we go into a new town, Jackal is like using the magic thing on the hat.
Oh goodness. Yeah, this is true. So you approach to the front, and you also see there's another individual, a woman half-elf dressed in chainmail underneath their cold weather gear, who nods at something the well-dressed individual says and walks away. So you just walk up to the front. You trying to go in past them? What are you doing?
I just gotta walk through the front door. It's a town hall.
Okay. Excuse me. It's past town hall hours.
I know it's really cold out here, though.
It's just as cold in there.
We don't have fires or anything going on.
No, not during the evenings. We don't have. There's no one here. It's just during the day when we have people here at the town hall.
It's still got to be warmer in there. Can I just go through there? Like, just come inside. And
hey guys, I gotta step away for a few seconds. Just a heads up.
And where I just gotta. It's a little. We've been traveling. I just need a warm place to kind of sit inside, and the fire, honestly, outside kind of creeps me out. So I mean, if I could just sit in here.
Oh, the fire! What about it?
It's a little gross.
It was kind of a two birds, one stone situation.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. Yeah, if you could just let me in, that'd be fantastic.
It's not necessarily gross. It's just
it's gross.
Distasteful, yes.
I throw up on their feet.
The what? They are so disappointed in you throwing up on their feet. No, they step back. Matter of fact, let me see about a dexterity saving throw here. Those are fancy shoes there. That's a 3. Okay, so you vomit all over this lady's shoes. Oh, she goes, yes. So, the town hall's closed. I was trying to be polite. Are you from East Haven? Who are you? Why are you here?
I just told you we came in from out of town. My name is Zim the Simple.
Yeah, you quite simple, huh?
Yeah, I just need some more.
Go to the tavern. Go to the tavern. You can't miss it. It's on the dock side, northeast corner of town. It'll be lights. It'll be fire. It'll be warm. If you need a place to stay, there's the White Lady Inn
I'll go there. Can I just warm up here for like 5 minutes?
Do what you want. I don't care. But know this. The man that we burned there today was a convicted murderer. He killed a group of adventurers who saved
I mean,
lives.
If I can just warm up here for like 5 minutes.
Whatever you're doing, do it somewhere else. And she leaves. She leaves you there, standing outside of the town hall.
You should have just asked if you could use the bathroom. She would have let you in right away.
Can I use do you have a bathroom in there?
She's walking away. She's ignoring you walking away.
Oh, well, if there's no one at the door, then I'd walk right on in.
You go to open the door and it's locked. There are
like the alpha move is to take a dump on the doorstep.
There are no lights on inside the building. It is completely dark.
I don't figure they had lights anyway, because it.
Well, there's no lamp light shining through any windows or anything like that.
They had electricity.
They have continual flame, which is a second level spell, and you can't put that shit out.
So it is on then.
No, you can cover it up. There's no one in there. There's no one inside the town hall.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you that to inform you. I'm not telling you what you can and cannot do. You can do what you want to do.
I'll find Timmy, and then we'll go to the wet trout or whatever the thing is called.
You look at the door handle, and this could totally be picked. But you look around, and there's like 150 people still standing around outside.
Why do you...
But it could totally be picked.
Feel like someone is watching me.
If I turn invisible and pick the lock, can anyone see me?
If you turn invisible when you pick the lock, you'll become visible.
About that. No, I'll leave it alone.
Okay. I don't want you to go in through the front door. I'll just put it that way. If you go in through the front door right now after you've been warned off, I mean, it might mean that you guys get a little bit of a bounty on you in particular.
I was going to persuade her to open the door. No, that's fine. I'll find Timmy and then we'll go to the wet trout or whatever it's called.
All right, Larry, are you reconnecting with anybody before you snoop around in the town hall?
That doesn't sound like me.
Okay, so is everyone going to the wet trout?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move them. Move them on over to the wet trout.
And that's probably a good place.
Yeah, I want to see one thing before I call it, because it's 10:31 right now. Let's call it at 10:45. Larry, do you go stop to say anything to anyone? You don't, right? You're just like, I'm stealthy. I'm going to be looking around snooping.
Yeah, generally, if you're being stealthy, talking to somebody and telling them you're being stealthy is kind of counterproductive. So, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, you're not like jumping from roof to roof. Acrobatics check. Acrobatics check. Ducking into the shadows. Stealth check. Stealth check. 21. 21. Okay. You look over at the building, and it's completely dark. There is entrance on the front, entrance on the side, entrance in the back. There's probably entrances all around this place on the bottom floor, on the ground floor, if you will. There's also a number of windows on the second floor, and a chimney coming out of the central part of the roof. How would you like to try to get into this place?
That's a fine question. I would like to assess the situation And in my professional opinion, as somebody who has done this for quite a long time, I would like to determine what is the best entrance that most people would not consider to be an entrance, and then see if I can take that.
Now, if you asked me what that is, I would say definitely you have to go down the chimney.
I feel like chimneys in an Arctic area are probably going to, be at the other end of fires that are being used to warm the place. Are there? And there's flues and stuff. That seems difficult.
Okay, yeah. So, give me an investigation check or perception check.
I would much prefer to do a perception check. Yeah. If I can case, I want to do that with a perception. That would be better.
Next, I'm aiming for next session.
Dang. Can I drop a guidance on that while I'm doing it?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
He did say it was cold in there, so the fire must not be lit.
Yeah, but still, people are conscientious about flues and stuff. All right, so with guidance, that is a 29.
29. All right, so you spend some time out there. By the way, when we finish today, we're going to start out the next session in 2 weeks with everyone but Larry in the bar, drinking, having a nice warm time, and Larry having to deal with whatever he gets into right now. You spot where, as the crowd disperses a little bit, and you kind of case the town hall, you see that there's a little alleyway back behind it, between it and the next building over. It doesn't have, there's no street lights, there's no lamps, it hasn't been shoveled. It appears to be dark. But you do, after circling the building a couple times, just kind of doing your whole little thing, you do see that there's a door back there in the back. Maybe one that's not used very often. It's certainly not one that's very easily spotted from the street. You think that would be your best way in.
Okay, if that's my professional opinion, then who am I to second guess myself?
All right, give me a... The door's locked, obviously. Go ahead and give me a Thieves' Tools check. Do you have proficiency with Sleight of Hand?
I do.
All right, roll me a d20, add your proficiency bonus, and you can have that with advantage.
Before I do that, since it is, you said this place was not very well traveled, are there any tracks back here at all?
Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 pairs of tracks that come to and from this door.
Cool.
Not like somebody walking up to it and then stopping and then turning around, but like somebody using it, but very sparingly.
I would like to check this thing for any kind of traps before I go to try to pick the lock, if that's cool.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. And if I have time here, can I just drop guidance on whatever I do?
Sure.
Okay. That is a terrible roll, is what that is. That is a grand total of a 4.
Yeah, probably no traps.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just pick the lock. All right. All right. So I'm sorry. You're saying with sleight of hand, what does that grant me?
So sleight of hand is going to give you advantage on your Thieves' Tool check.
Cool. I will try that. Ooh, that's good. That's like 18 plus 8 plus 3. So it's like a 29.
Oh yeah, you with a whisper and a song, you are into the room. It's dark in here. This appears to be a storage room of some kind. The town hall itself, you're in the back of the building. There's like a little meeting room the next down the hall from where you are right now, which is appears to be just storage of some kind. What are you looking for?
Well, like I said, I was looking to find out if there were any people that were sort of like hanging out here, not wanting to be seen, that were maybe having any conversations about what went on. My running theory is that if this guy was accused of having waylaid a party of adventurers coming back in order to take whatever it was that they had recovered, then the most likely, in my mind, the most likely explanation for that is that somebody in charge wanted whatever was recovered and either took it from him or framed him for having taken it. So that's Larry's suspicious mind working.
Okay. So technically, with the story that Larry may have been able to pick up by listening to the conversation, it wasn't that he was accused of waylaying a party. It was that he was the one who hired the party to conduct some sort of task out on the Dale, and then on the trip back into town, he murdered the party.
Right.
And continued on. And when he was found in town, you would have probably been listening to the crowd, but when he was found in town, he was found under disguise in town with the goods from the rest of the adventurer party.
At the very least, I'm curious as to where those goods wound up.
They may have wound up in the room that you're in right now, but we're going to go ahead and probably call it here.
All right. Well, does Rhaegar want to take us out, close out the night? Oh, he had to step away because of his kid.
I think Rhaegar is changing a diaper, which is funny to imagine. Rhaegar changing a diaper.
Does this pin go here or over here?
Why is there such a direction? Correct.
Is it with the moon or without the moon? Why will this baby not stop screaming? You'd think that it was a level 5 barbarian after this.
The child is peeing on me. I would like to rage.
This child is wailing akin to the way that Valen wailed when Shiva died.
Ooh, that's cold.
Oh. So I'm not in the wrong when I say this, but that was too soon.
Was it though?
Yes, that was too soon. My bird is precious, and it is a life that ought to be cherished, not cast aside to every single firebolt that flies through the air, DM.
It is being cherished by mention in our custom bingo card.
Yeah, apparently Shiva has made it into Old Dominion Heroes bingo.
Yeah.
Shiva is in the chat. Shiva is in the chat.
Shiva's being cherished in all sorts of ways, and it was refreshing that in that last encounter you didn't throw Shiva into the thick of battle. That's a real good way to make sure that she doesn't die.
I feel like Valen learned an object lesson there.
Yeah.
So I will say tonight we had an incredibly active chat. Like, I mean, it was crazy. Like, I couldn't even keep up with it at times. We had a bunch of people that were just like asking all these crazy questions and posting up about these bingo boards. And I think the bingo boards are pretty hilarious because it's like, what are we going to say? And if they get if they've predicted it correctly, they literally get to call bingo. So I think it was what was it? It was Sonata ended up winning bingo first, so now she gets to add two things that we would say onto the bingo board to see if somebody might win it next week. But yeah, tonight was good job, Jason, man. Like, definitely had a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
You guys are so much fun. To be honest with you, I've always said it, and I'll continue saying I lucked out with this group. Y'all are awesome. And you give me hell. All of you give me hell, and I appreciate it.
This is a solid group, a really good group of great players, and it's honestly I look forward to always playing on this Thursday game because it's like, some games you get good role play, some groups you get good role play, some groups you it's just hack and slash, but this group is like it's a happy middle ground. Like, we all keep each other on the same page. We always, progress the story. Like, if one group of us gets distracted, the other group's like, hey, stop messing around with Null Fur. Let's get out of here.
We are going to the tavern now.
You know what I mean? So
I don't know how I just realized that I don't have to roll Constitution saves anymore because of the cold.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. Can you guess?
Well, the cold never bothered you anyway, so.
No, but I mean that. But now I don't have to roll at all because my ring does up to minus 50.
Man.
Just let it go.
Yeah. There are areas in the Dale that I'll say are more than minus 50.
Sure.
Or less than minus 50. Yeah. I'm saying that now.
It is 10:44, maybe 10:45. Ryan, do you want to close this up? Do you want to say some closing announcements or anything?
I don't really think there's anything new or pressing around the corner. I will be trying to mail out and or hand deliver the prizes to our prize winners from the Magic Item 3D printed miniature contest for those who won the Ring of Spell Storing. I know a while back we had talked about a Wormwood giveaway, and I will take fault for not putting together the terms for that contest, but that's something I will circle back around to Trafalgar about, if that's something we're going to do, or maybe we can...
I mean, I'll let you arrange the contest, and I will send it to whoever wins.
Yeah.
I think it should be for like whoever... Like, personally, I think it should be for our subs.
Yeah, definitely.
A certain limit. Like, because I think we've got like 10 subs right now. So... And and any of the players that are our subs are exempt, like they don't get to join in. So whoever I feel like if whoever subs and whoever jumps in on that has a higher chance of getting it, because I think it's only 5 or 6 people. So and Wormwood giveaway, literally Wormwood dice trays and dice vaults, they are ridiculous quality, high quality.
Yeah, that's a premium contest. We can't just BS that one out. I don't have any problem doing mystery minis or silly giveaways and stuff like that. But yeah, we got to think of something really cool to incentivize people to come back and keep watching, Sonata and Limey do, and Miss Dogbert. But I don't know. Other than
win shit.
Yeah, that's right. Other than that, I would just say, be on the lookout for any upcoming one-shots that Old Dominion Heroes may have. There should be a link at the top for our Tabletop Games Discord server. Pop in and say, hey, we'll get you linked up and introduced to people. And other than that, next week, Monday night, Dragon Heist. We are one step closer to finishing that adventure with DM Thomas, a.k.a. Valen.
Y'all are literally 1 or 2 games away. If you guys play your cards right, literally next game, Dragon Heist is over, and we start moving into Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which super excited about, because we had a tough spot with a lot of people kind of stepping away because of personal issues and personal life things. And it seems like every single one of those people are like, hey, can I come back? Can I rejoin? So it looks like we might be having some people rejoin the cast. The group will go from a solid 4 probably to a 6 or a 7, which will be really interesting and really fun. And I mean, Dungeon of the Mad Mage is madness. Literally, it's madness.
It's a meat grinder.
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna do Mad Mage?
Yeah, man.
Multiple characters.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I just pulled up the level 1 map from the dungeon there.
It's epic, man. I am beyond excited about it. I've been, like, Dragon Heist was already in the works, been in the works for about 1.5 to 2 years. So now we're finally moving into Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which I've been like doing a lot of research on. I've got all these like extra books, so in case the party derails and goes into a completely different direction, I've got stuff for all of that. Also, I've got some really cool changes that I'm going to kind of slightly make to the dungeon. I'm going to try and stick to the book, but if I can't, then I can't.
Man, that can go forever. By the time you get done with that, everybody else is going to be playing 7E.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, so for those of you who are still watching, thank you so much for sticking with us. Like, for real, kind of going through here and looking at some of, like, our awesome, viewers that still have been sticking around, like Boss Limey and Sonata and just all of y'all. Like, thank you for watching us and sticking with us. I think we got to 18 viewers tonight, which is remarkable. 17 to 18, which is literally like our highest view count without being rated. Like, that's insane. Like, I mean, we wouldn't be here growing and having all of you beautiful people like watch us if it wasn't for each and every single one of you. And literally to all of you guys that are playing with me right now, like, I mean, we all have synergy, we're simpatico because people like literally love watching us. So, I mean, let's keep it up. Let's keep making, games more fun every single step of the way. Jason, keep doing you. You're doing a beautiful job. You're doing a great job, man. So I'll shut up. And I can keep talking and complimenting everybody for everything that they're doing. So, and I'd have to say, like, great roleplay tonight, everybody. Seriously, great roleplay.
Yeah, you all get inspiration, by the way. Go ahead and turn that on so you can have it all going next time. I know some of you will need it, some of you more sooner than others. I didn't call anybody out in particular. Or did I?
Yeah, with the break that we're taking at the tavern, I'm gonna set up my third infusion for wand sheath.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So you can have the gun and the wand at the same time.
So y'all want does everybody want to say goodnight?
Good night.
Good night, friends. See you next time.
From us here at Old Dominion Heroes, we all thank you for your attendance. Find your nearest exit and drive home safely.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.